Alright, give me just a second to get everything all situated, and we will begin. So, welcome, Wakeling. So, today I just feel like doing a little Zatsudan. Just a look-see at the channel, see, you know, what all have I done this entire year? Have I done that much? That is the question that I am going to find out. Give me just a second. So how we all doing today? We all doing good? I hope. Give me just a second if you will. 1 second. 1 second. One second, let me make sure that get everything else situated over here. There we go! Alright, so I can't help but notice that, like, this year started with Street Fighter 3. Technically, if I really wanted to, and I just thought of this, I could end this year with Street Fighter 3 if I really wanted to. I'm half tempted to do that with Hate. I don't know if Hate would want to do another full Street Fighter 3 stream, but that would honestly be kinda comical in a way. You start the year with Street Fighter, you end the year with Street Fighter. Round 1 at the start of the year. Final round at the end of the year. I think that's the first time that I actually got back into Street Fighter 3. Hello, Dia. I hope that you're I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. I only didn't steal that from anyone else. What are you talking about? You thought about it? Do you want to, Hate? I mean, we could put Soku off until, you know, the week after. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Soku is not gonna be fun for you in particular. It's really not gonna be fun for you. Because that is a fighting game where I am not going to let you do anything. Well, I'm having a okay day. I mean, I've only been away for 30 minutes or so, but I mean, it's been okay so far. Still got the coughs because, you know, the cold's been over for like 2 weeks. The coughing hasn't left me. The coughing is just forever there. At this rate, I'm gonna end up turning into a gas cloud, I swear. But yeah, oh no, this is the third time I get this. Huh. Apparently this is the third Street Fighter 3 stream, not the first. Now I wonder what the first Street Fighter 3 stream was. And this was around the time I was doing Mother 1 or Earthbound Beginnings. And you know, thinking about it, that was not a very good game. Mother 1 was such a, oh my god, that game was such a slog. I mean, I'd be down with the year with Street Fighter 3 Hate. I'd be down with more Street Fighter 3. Give me a second. Okay, set that. I had to check my string settings. Make sure I have the right settings. The first half of Mother is good. Yeah, the first half of Mother is good. It's... Oh god, don't remind me of the mountain. Don't remind me of the mountain. And this was around the time I was, I think this was around the time I was halfway through the Ho-Ho games. I think, UFO took me like a couple tries to get subterranean... Yeah, it took like... Who? Yeah, who tries to 1cc? Yeah, you have to find the map of Dunkins for me, because, like, hell if I know where I was going to Dunkins. Ah, yes. This was around the time that happened. I think this was a day or two after this happened. Can you believe it's almost been a year since this happened? So, this was around the time that Fauna, left. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a stream. See if I can talk to people. Granted, I didn't really have anyone show up, but, you know... I felt like it was something to do, just, you know... Anyone that was there, maybe it helped them out a little bit, maybe. Did it help me in particular? Not really. Because, I mean... That was a rough time. Hate remembers that, I believe, don't you, Hate? You remember how bad I was during that higher time? I'm a lot better now. I mean, it's been a year later, but, like... The higher month of December and, like... a good chunk of, January, I was not in a good spot mentally, really. It was pretty bad, especially because of that event. And then, I think this is the first time, yeah, this is when we started doing Skullgirls. Which is, definitely something, to say the least. Skullgirls is an interesting fighting game. You can make it one-on-one, 2v2, 3v3. It's kind of hard for me to really get into, because... the combos are, it's a more balanced marvel. It is. It's kind of hard for me to get into because I'm not a combo person. And this game wants you to be a combo person. Now, I am a combo person in Guilty Gear, but that's only because I know what I'm doing with, you know, Dizzy. Big Bang is dumb. I hate him. He's probably my least favorite character to fight. He's probably my least favorite character because it's so ambiguous what he's gonna do. It's so ambiguous. Again, this was Mario Golf. Oh boy, Mario Golf. Yeah, we did have the higher roster. So Mario Golf, it was an interesting experience, but I'm gonna be real. I don't understand how this golf game works. It sounds like I'm saying golf instead of golf. I mean, I don't understand how golfs work here, but, you know, that's beside the point. But, like... yeah, I didn't do the RPG, but, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't a big fan of the game anyways. It was just... It wasn't my thing. Again, I did some parrying practice. Anyone knows the parry video I did around this time? I was practicing parrying for that video. And let me tell you, it took like... I want to say a week or two to get all of the clips for parrying all the zippers in that game. And... I don't even remember how to parry most of the stuff now, because, like, it's been too long. It's been far too long. And some of them, good luck parrying in the actual match, because you gotta parry them. Now you're feeling Third Strike in Marvel 2. I feel like more Third Strike at end of the year on Third Strike. Oh! And I started the Pixel Remaster at the start of the year, too. January 10th is when I started Final Fantasy 1. I mean, the Pixel Remaster was a fun experience. It was fun going back through all of the FFs. Yeah, we should play Marvel again at some point. Who knows? Maybe we'll do both. We might have time to be able to do both of them if I wake up early enough, right? But that's up to you. Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1 isn't a bad game. It's very, you know, basic and all that. Yeah, don't make me play Marvel 3. Because I'm gonna end up using Dante, and I'm gonna end up being very, very angry at Dante. Because Dante won't want to, you know, cancel the stupid Zelda who moves. But yeah, like, overall, Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, it was a fun time. Until I got the Chaos. I swear they buffed Chaos. Because I do not remember Chaos being that bad to fight. Yeah, I feel like Dante's as bad as Suma. Like, I understand the combos I want to do with Dante. He's been buffed since GBA. That would make sense. Because it was like, Chaos felt like he was unreasonably difficult compared to, like, everything else in the entire game. Like, everything else in the entire game. It was just like, yep, here's all the other bosses, the 4 themes. And then, like, way up at the top, like, 50 stories up was Chaos. It was like, bro, what? Why is he so... And the funny thing is, the only reason I won is because he didn't use Haste, and he didn't use Kiraja. If he never uses either of those abilities, he's not that bad. But if he uses Kiraja or Haste, then he becomes terrible. I guess it was around the time I started the Yu-Gi-Oh! Satsu. Can you believe? We're on, what, Zatsudan number 79? I guess it's 47? So we've done 32 Zatsudans this year. So, how many weeks are in a year? Guys, how many weeks are in a year again? Is it 52 weeks in 1 year? Am I stupid? It's 52 weeks, right? Or is it 54 weeks? Or, not 50, wait. Is it 52 or... I don't remember how many weeks are in a year. Oh no. It is 52, thank you. So that means 4 weeks in a month. So 12, 4, that's about 48 weeks. It's roughly 52, 48 to 52 weeks. It might be 52 weeks, but I did miss some Zatsudans, apparently, because 47 to 79, that's 32. So I missed probably 20 weeks. Probably because I was busy on those weeks, or I just didn't feel like doing a Zatsudan. I don't know if I regret doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zatsudan or not, simply for the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Just does not end. It doesn't end. It just is forever taking up the Zatsudan slot. But to be fair, I'm kind of glad that it is, because normally I don't really have anything else to throw in the Zatsudan slot. Like, there's been times where I consider just cutting out the Zatsudan days and just replacing it with, like, a long stream day or something like that. I thought about doing, like, unique things in place of Zatsudans, but, like, heck if I know what to do. Oh boy, they released new packs, hooray. But yeah, it's like, I thought about doing karaoke, but A, I don't know what people use for karaoke, and B, just listen to my voice right now. Do you really want to hear that voice doing karaoke? I don't think so. I think not. It paint me like 3 attempts to do the UFO extra stage, really? I got Demon's Crest. 3 hours of Rocket Meat High. Do I even know what Rocket Meat High is? Is that's not from Yakuza, is it? I'm thinking of Gamigane. Gamigane. Actually, I think that is what that's from, right? It's Rocket Meat High. I'm gonna say Demon's Crest. Yeah, okay, it is that one. It's the Gamigane song. I like how I just refer to it as the Gamigane song. It's the Gamigane guy. But yeah, Demon's Crest was a very short game. So I don't remember who mentioned these types of games being my kind of thing. Hold on. Who mentioned that? I think it was I can't see the name because I am currently streaming. But yeah, I mentioned Hollow Knight being way easier for me compared to other people that's played it, like Nimi. And they mentioned that it's probably because I'm used to that style of game. And I'm like, you know, maybe I am. Because I've done a lot of, I've done a few Castlevania games like that, Symphony of the Night, Order of Ecclesia, Circle of the Moon, Portrait of Ruin, and I've done like Mega Man games, I've done Gunful, I've done Demon's Crest. They're all pretty similar games, and you know, like Rappy Ribby and Record of Logos. So I guess I am fine with those games. I guess I am used to those types of games. I do own them, and those will happen at some point. Hopefully, I don't have the issue I did with Gunful 1, where the final boss was a complete jerk, and, you know, Steam decided to take over my controls at time. But yeah, Demon's Crest was a very fun game, honestly. Finding everything from the 100% ending, though, is kinda rough, not gonna lie. Because some of those spots are very devious. But yeah, the secret boss in Demon's Crest, that was bad. That was a terrible boss. And I would highly recommend to people to never, ever, ever fight that boss. Also, can I just say... Yeah, we ignore him. Can I just say... you're looking at Part 2. Part 1 has the Mars Cave of Final Fantasy 1. The Mars Cave is the worst dungeon in the entire game. It's hands down the absolute worst dungeon in the entire game. It's awful. You go there with very little supplies. You don't have very many ways of getting rid of poison. You don't have very good equipment. You don't have very good spells. Games hit like a truck, and it's decently long. And very confusing, because it's very easy to just get lost in there. Yeah, I mean, if you're going with MP, it's not as bad. But, you know, stop it. Get out of here, filter. And if you're wondering, this was also around the time of still like Holocure and like Persona 3, Battletoads, oh god, Battletoads and Battlemania. I mean, this was like in November. November is when I started the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zatsudan. Interestingly enough. Scarlet Winter Rhapsody, that was during the time that after she announced her, her graduation stream. There's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, I did finish Persona 3 before Fuamoko finished Donkey Kong Country 2. So, Fuamoko started Donkey Kong Country 2 in April of last year. April of last year. Or was it April of this year? No, it was April of this... Was it April of this year? Like... I don't know, man. I don't know if I've seen anyone struggle so much with Donkey Kong Country 2. Granted, you know, I've only watched them play Donkey Kong Country 2, but like, wow. Yeah, Ricochet Ransom. Ricochet Ransom was a pretty good game. I did enjoy Ricochet Ransom. Oh yeah! Hololive Chronicles. This was around the time I was releasing Hololive Chronicles. So it's been a year, a little bit over a year, since Hololive Chronicles has been pretty much released as a 100% beta. I've never gotten the sprites, so it's still the same as it was back then. I would like to finish it eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna get that on PS4, if I can. And oh boy, Wild Gun. So Wild Guns, I'm gonna be real. Wild Guns was a rough game. It was a pretty rough game. Like, it wasn't terrible, but like, it's very easy to just get completely screwed over in Wild Gun. It really is. And the only reason I played Wild Guns was because Naka did. And yeah, it is a game. And look at this. This was around the time I was trying to do Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I like how this video cannot be monetized, and I think it's because of a stage for some reason. Also, yeah, I did play the remake. This was around the time that I was doing the Hour of Suffering in Holocure. I was just a little bit off from beating the world record. I was like 4 seconds off or 5 seconds off from beating the world record. I didn't bother to try to beat the world record simply because that would require playing pretty much perfectly, and I can only stay up and play it for so long. Like, I could get through it in like, actually, I don't remember what my best time was. It didn't take me very long. Unless, you know, I screwed up, and it's very easy to screw up. I'll tell you that right now. Ice Climber. Freaking Ice Climber. Ice Climber was a game. Ice Climber, I think I did Ice Climber because Fuamoko did Ice Climber, and I decided to give it a try. That game is very, very janky. It's very janky. Ah, yes. It does exist. So, Ghosts of Goblins. Really? I did Ghosts of Goblins around Christmas last year? Around Christmas, I did Ghosts of Goblins. Why would I do that to myself? So, Ghosts of Goblins... It's one of those series where it's hard until it's not. Because, like, it was hard the first playthrough. When I did the second run through for the true ending, I finished it in like 15 minutes, I think, like 15, 20 minutes. Because I knew what to do. It's honestly, it's not hard when you know what to do. Like, the fact that I blazed through it in like 15, 20 minutes, I'll play through 2. Yeah, it is just memorization. That's all Ghosts of Goblins is. It's like that with Super Ghouls and Ghosts as well. Like, I think I got through Super Ghouls and Ghosts, round 2 in like an hour. But it took like a long time to get through the first round. I don't see Super Ghouls Go, so maybe it's just, you know, later on, which we're going to take a look at now. So, man, we really did a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The GTA version might be worth a look, same with the PSP game. Yeah, I might take a look at both, though. GTA 1 is based off of the Genesis version, right? And this was the time that I did Gargoyle's Quest. So, I'm gonna say Gargoyle's Quest, it's a game. It sure is a game, guys. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's not a hard game. It's like you got Skirts and the SNES with more levels and the ending. But you still gotta beat it twice, right? PSP is a Metroidvania. I think it took me, it took me 3 streams to finish Final Fantasy 1. If you guys want a good estimation of how long, certain games are, I think I have a pretty good estimation. I mean, I know Final Fantasy 1. I know FF1. I know most of FF, so maybe that's skewing it a little bit, but, like, you can finish Final Fantasy 1 in, like, 3 or 4, streams. If you're playing more than, like, 2 or 3 hours a day, you can probably finish Final Fantasy 1 in, like, 2-3 days. If that. It's not a very long game. It's honestly not a very hard game. Wow, UFO hooked like 4 streams for extra. Yeah, you can beat FF1 in a single day. And then I started Final Fantasy 2. So, Final Fantasy 2... I'm gonna be real, I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy 2. I've never been a big fan of Final Fantasy 2. Just because of the way the mechanics work. Like, I would rather sit there and grind at the start of the game and get teleport 8 than, you know, just play through the game. It's a game for Saga, yeah, it is, but like, I just don't like it. It's like, yep, you, if you want HP, the best way to get HP is to beat yourself up. Same for defense. If you want to hack, just use regular hack a lot. You want to get higher magic, use magic a lot, etc., etc. It's just not that fun, really. It's really not. It's better later. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Hey guys, do you remember when I did this game right here? Do you remember when I did this game? When will I ever get back to that? I don't know. The only reason I really haven't gone back to this is because I've been doing all the other games. And in all honesty, World Tour is kind of not really that exciting, I feel. It's just, you know, yep, I'm beating up people. That's really it. I'm doing Street Fighter, but like, with NPCs. It's not really that exciting. That's kind of why I stopped doing the World Tour. Will I go back to it? Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. If I was able to play online, I'd be playing more online, but unfortunately, I don't have online. I would probably be playing, Theo in it a bit more. Maybe. Theo would be, pretty much be my butt in this, though. Because that's all he really plays is, Street Fighter 6 and Marvel Rivals. And then this game, Star Fox 2. Oh, hey, do me a favor, do me a favor, if you will, want you to keep track of, the different types of games, okay? So, like, here, like, fighting games. How many different fighting games I've done? Can you do that for me? For example, like, there's one fighting game, one RPG, one shoot-em-up, you know, things like that. Don't count, like, the different parts. Like, this is still just one RPG, okay? Can you do that for me? So let's take a look again. So, one fighting game, one RPG, one shoot-em-up, one Zatsudan, another fighting game. What do we consider Mario Golf? Is that a, that's a sports game, right? Hold on. Let me do this. Fighting, sports, Zatsudan, shoot-em-up. Okay, there's another Zatsudan right there. There's another RPG. Are you writing this? Are you keeping tabs of this on? Are you keeping tabs on this in the in like Notepad or something? That's still the same UFO or UFO. Demon's Crest. What do we consider that? Is that a platformer? No! Stop it! Metroidvania. I guess we'll consider that Metroidvania. Okay, there's another fine game. Mega Man. Mega Man is, I don't know what Mega Man is considered. I'm gonna put it as, like, action. Action is what we'll put it as. Same with, Gargoyle's Quest. Okay, there's Pixel Remaster, another Zatsudan. So there's Zatsudan number 3. There's another fine game, which is Soku. We'll talk about Soku another time. There's another RPG, and there's, another fighting. Okay, and Star Fox. What do we consider Star Fox? Like, it's kind of like a shoot-em-up, but it's not really a shoot-em-up, right? A shoot-em-up? Okay. But yeah, Star Fox, it was a interesting little game. Not gonna lie, Star Fox 2 was a very, interesting game. There's shoot-em-ups with a health bar, true. Like, you can tell that it was a beta. I don't, like, that was a full version of the game though, right? So, technically it wasn't really a beta. But, like, it was definitely quite different from, Star Fox 1. It's more akin to what you would see in, like, Star Fox 64, I feel. I'm surprised I managed to beat in the game. Also, I gotta put, another Zatsudan. Technically, I did a couple, short Zatsudan. That's what they salvaged from the beta. Oh! So that's what they used for Star Fox 64 is from Star Fox 2. I see. Again, more Final Fantasy 2. Magician's Force. Double spoiler. So there's another, shoot-em-up, I think. Double spoiler! Oh boy, so if you like hard zoom-up games, double spoilers up there. It was mostly finished as far as we know. I gotcha. So double spoilers is a camera-based zoom-up game where to win you have to take photos of the opponent, and the amount of photos you need to take depends on the spell card. And some of the spell cards are absolutely diabolical. Yeah, double spoiler was an idea. It was an idea. If you want to train your dodging skills, double spoiler is a pretty good way of doing that. But oh man, it is brutal, guys. Fun fact, this stream right here, this playthrough, was my second time 100%ing the game. Now, I say 100%, I didn't do it with hot hay. There was no reason for me to do it with hot hay. And look at this, super cool as a ghost. I guess we'll throw that in action. You know what? Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make this go poof. Let me look at super ghouls and ghosts. What we consider this? It is considered a platform suit her hack and slash run and gun. Platform sewer hack and slash. So I'm gonna say that these are all platformers. No, don't do that. I'm just gonna say they're all platformers. Yeah, Super Ghouls and Ghosts is, like, honestly, overall, the Ghouls and Ghosts series is not that hard, like, at all. Like, I remember when I tried this when I was a young boyling, I couldn't get past level 2 in this game. I just basically could not. The water section just ruined me so much. But, like, it's really not that hard. It just takes a little bit of getting used to the controls is all. Once you understand how the controls work, and how the enemy placements work, it's not that bad. It's really not. Give me a second. Let me do this. And considering I did it in one stream, think about that. I did Loop 1 and Loop 2 in the same stream. That should tell you how not difficult the game really is. If me, who struggled with this game in his youth, was able to beat it in one stream, it's not that hard. And Loop 2 took like half the time that Loop 1 did, if not like 3/4 of the time. It's really not that hard. And World Heroes 2, boys. World Heroes 2. The upgrade armors. Yeah, the upgrade armors make it a joke. So, SFK Street Fighter 2. Yeah, it pretty much is Street Fighter 2. It wasn't a bad game, honestly. It honestly was a pretty solid game. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little game. I don't remember much about... Is that the one with Rasputin? I think it is, right? Rasputin was kind of dumb. You have a bit more fun with the original? Yeah, I don't remember the game too well, so I can't really speak on it. Wow, what the heck? Why is there so many, Why is there so many, Final Fantasy 2 happening? Eh? Eh? Why is there so many Final Fantasy 2? Yes, I do remember Rasputin's unique act. That is, it's definitely something. I'll tell you that. He's just like, I'm gonna get you. It's like, I don't want you to get me, Rasputin. Please, stay away from me. Like, oh no, Rasputin. No, I don't want it. I don't want it, Rasputin. I don't want it at all. You know, Double Dragon. One of these days, I need to go back to Double Dragon 1 and 2 and beat those without save states. Because I couldn't beat those normally. But I feel like I could beat them normally. It's just, you know, it would require a bit of time to understand how the games work and all of that. But at the time, it was like, bro, the inputs are not very good. I'm gonna say that right now. The fact that you have to press A and B, a jump, you have to press them both at the same time. And the jumps are kind of really, really jank. They're very precise and they just don't work. It is an early beat-em-up. I put it down in a beat-em-up category because that's basically what it is. It's a beat-em-up. Again, here's all the Final Fantasy 2. I guess I wanted to really get Final Fantasy 2 out of the way or something. Actually, I think what happened is this was a time where you were busy or something, so I decided to do Final Fantasy 2 in place of a Boy Brawl. Or actually, no, maybe I did, I don't know. Maybe I did that instead of a Zatsudan. I think I might have done that instead of a Zatsudan. Again, Double Dragon 2, I mean, it's Double Dragon 2, guys. It's more or less the same. Yeah, I think I wanted it because I was like, I just want to be done. Final Fantasy 2 is not really super difficult, really. The final boss does suck if you don't have the blood sword. And, like, that's all I have to really say about Final Fantasy 2. It's just not that great of a game. It's really not. You can ignore, like, most of the game by using Teleport and Warp. Of course, they nerfed Teleport and Warp in the Pixel Remaster. Again, Double Dragon 2. Double Dragon 2, more or less the same, but it also has a lot more BS in it. It has a lot more BS in it. And the final fight... Oh god, don't remind me of the final fight of Double Dragon 1. I think that's the one when you have to fight your brother after fighting a whole bunch of dudes. I don't remember who the final boss was in Double Dragon 2. I really don't. Yeah, FF3, like... It was early, it's basically pro-hype Final Fantasy V. Lack of a story, like, it has a story, but it's kind of just, like, fair. Like, it doesn't really, it's not the forefront of the game. And the class system wasn't bad, but the fact that the class system was using the spell charges from FF1, not exactly great. And let's not talk about some of the fights of the game. Salamander is pretty bad. Garuga is awful. Garuga is a very badly designed fight. It wants you to use Dragoons, otherwise you probably die. And let's not even get started with the final dungeons. Yeah, it's less of class system and more class upgrade. The final dungeon is bad. Because it's effectively a 3-part final dungeon. And keep in mind, there's no save points in dungeons yet. That's not until Final Fantasy IV. So, you have to go from your airship through the ancient maze, which is a pretty decent sized dungeon. And then you gotta go through the Crystal Tower, which is very big and full of dangerous stuff. And if you want to get the best things, you gotta go to Eureka, where there's some terrible bosses and enemies, and get Sage, Ninja, and some of the best weapons and stuff. And then you gotta go all the way up the Crystal Tower. Keep in mind, there's no shop. There is a shop, but it doesn't give you any of like potions or stuff. And then you go through the World of Darkness after fighting a tough boss. Sunday's pretty nasty. And then in the World of Darkness, you gotta fight 4 bosses to make the Cloud of Darkness vulnerable. And those 4 bosses are also jerks that all love to use Meteor. Or in the case of Twin-Headed Dragon, he hits you once and you die. And the Cloud of Darkness is Wave Cannon spam. Or Particle Beam spam. It's not very well designed. And we'll talk about the 3D version. Don't worry. We will get the 3D version eventually. Whether it's through Forbidden Technology or on Steam. Although the Steam version has a issue of, like, apparently deleting saves, which kind of worries me. Right. Let me go over here. I gotta put RPG here, because that's number 4. Snake Rattle and Roll. Let me see. Snake, Rattle, and Roll. What is that classified as? It's a platformer. So Snake Rattle Roll is a platformer. Snake Rattle Roll was an interesting game. But I will say this, it's also a very hard game. Because, you know, we make fun of, like, streamers and other VTubers with their depth perception. You know, I'm looking at you, Iris, with your depth perception. Bless you, Iris, but, like, oh boy, your depth perception is something else. But you know what? I wouldn't blame anyone with depth perception in this game. Like, everyone becomes Iris in this game. Because where is anything in relation to where you're at in this game? Even I don't know. You can have no 2D depth perception. That's a thing. Wait, is that actually a thing? But yeah, like, Snake Rattle Roll is like a Swago 3D sprite game. It's kind of like on the same vein of like Cubert. I guess you could call it. It's kind of like Cubert. But like, trying to figure out where you need to jump to and what you need to do is really hard. It's legitimately really hard. It's not a very long game, but this game will beat the living crap out of you. I used to save states and rewinds of this game because there is so many instances where you will just die. You will just die, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's like, bro, how am I supposed to deal with this? And then the final boss, oh my god, the final boss is such BS. Such BS. It's so bad. Blaster Master, oh! I remember Blaster Master. What do we classify Blaster Master as? Hey, are you still writing all of this down or whatnot? Blaster Master is a platformer. Yeah, it's sort of Metroidvania. It's considered a platformer, suit her, hype game. Like, Metroidvanias, I'm just gonna throw in as platformer, because that's basically what it is. I mean, you can split it up on your side, hey, if you can. Do split it up on your side. It'll be easier to know what's what. You do have to document who, so there's that. Alright, I will BRB real quick. I need to go wake up Papanomic, so BRB. Alright, I am back. Alright, so I will say, people say that Blaster Master is difficult. And yeah, you can see I mentioned Raocow in the description. Raocow was kinda of the reason that I did Blaster Master. Same with Star Tropics. I think I did Star Tropics before or after this. I don't remember, but Blaster Master was a pretty solid game. I'm actually impressed with how it is. It is a little bit tricky to figure out where to go sometimes, though. But like overall, it's not a bad game. It's honestly a very solid NES game. It really is. I know there's more Blaster Master games. Will I ever do them? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how good the other Blaster Masters are, honestly, in my honest opinion. And then Power Stone. I think Power Stone didn't work for us very well because Naomi likes to like disconnect very often. Unfortunately, I don't understand why. I think this was also around the time where if I pressed L1 on my controller, the games would just freeze. I managed to fix that. I don't know what was causing it to freeze. I think it was something to do with a keyboard. They're not much different gameplay. Ah, I see. Hey, Dia, you still awake? Any of these games that you've played at all? But yeah, like Power Stone, I like Power Stone, honestly. It's a fun little silly beat-em-up game. Fine game. Granted, it's also a very broken fighting game if you know how to play it. Some characters are kinda busted compared to others. I'm looking at you, not Mitsurugi. I'm looking at you, not Mitsurugi. And as you can see, Blaster Master didn't take me very long to do. And Final Fantasy 3 only took 3 streams. So that should tell you just how long those are. Okay, so that's number 5. This is like number 6. And then we start Final Fantasy 4. You never played Power Stone? Yeah, I played Power Stone quite a bit on Dreamcast many years ago, so I remember how to do it. Final Fantasy IV is where they actually start putting the story forefront. And the gameplay got infinitely better compared to the first three Final Fantasies. I mean, there's still jank with the battle system, especially in the SNES and PlayStation version. ATB didn't really work properly. It was their first time doing an ATB system. And this version of the game is a lot more, fixed and balanced and all of that. Overall, Final Fantasy IV is a very solid Final Fantasy game. Very solid. Is it difficult? Not really. It has a couple difficult spots, yes, but overall, I don't think Final Fantasy IV is a very hard game. Like, it's on the easier side of the Final Fantasy series. They did change some things. For instance, the Dark Dragon you cannot use Tornado on anymore. Why they changed that of all things, I don't know. But, you know. My face when I found out, oh, I can't use Tornado on this boss. What? I think I actually game over too, because I was not expecting that. Again, we kept doing more, I think this is, when I decided to try and finish up double spoilers. Oh yeah, it is. I wanted to get double spoilers out of the way. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is said to be a very difficult platformer. I don't think Ninja Gaiden was really that hard. I'm gonna be honest. It was more at the final levels, like stage 6, where the game got hard. And that's only because of bad enemy placements. But throughout the game, Ninja Gaiden wasn't really that difficult. In fact, I kinda enjoyed Ninja Gaiden. I thought Ninja Gaiden was pretty solid. Now, trying to do some of the inputs like a wall jump, that could have been handled a little bit better, in all honesty. But it wasn't a bad game. It was a very solid game. I would recommend giving this a try, especially if you want to give yourself a challenge. Galaxy Fight. Galaxy Fight was a weird fighting game. I'm not entirely sure how much I like Galaxy Fight. In all honesty, it was just okay. I think the only character I could use was Rumi, too. Like, everyone else was kind of hard to use. And that's saying something, because Rumi has a 360 move, which, good luck doing a 360 on command, without jumping. And then I did Alleyway, which I don't remember if, I ever did Alleyway originally on what you call it? NES. Apparently this is an AXA game. It's a Breakout clone. It might have been Breakout I've done. Ninja Gaiden's an odd series, 3 platformers, and the rest is like DMC. That is weird. So apparently they classify Breakout or Alleyway as a platformer. Classify it as whatever you want on your end, hate. I don't know what else to classify break or alleyway as. I really don't. It's kind of just a weird genre. It wasn't a bad game, really. It was a fun little distraction. Part of his lore also includes him winning dead or alive. Really? Puzzle? Yeah, I'll put it as puzzle. But yeah, go ahead and if you're doing it on your end, you hate, go ahead and put it in puzzle on your end. There's another. Oh yeah. Hey, do you remember when I used to do the Digimon Zatsudan? Boy, that didn't really last very long, did it? That didn't last very long at all. I mean, it had, what, like, 6 streams? 5 streams? I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot to talk about with Digimon. I mean, to be fair, in regards to Digimon, all I can really go on now are, like, the characters. I mean, I could probably do that, but, like, there's so many characters, it would take a while to get through. Not gonna lie. Again, this game. This god-blessed game. Great Fairy Wars. Oh, God. Great Fairy Wars is a nasty little game. It's not a very long game. It's only 3 stages. Great Fairy Wars is only 3 stages, as opposed to 6. But you got, 6 different routes you need to do, I think. 1, 2, 3... It might be 7 routes you have to do in order to fully, do everything. And it is rough, dude. This game is rough. And the extra stage is also just nasty. It's a tough ho-ho game. It's probably up there as one of the harder ho-ho games, honestly. Just because it works so differently from all other ho-ho games in terms of mechanics. Yeah, and then there's Star Tropics. Oh boy, Star Tropics. What do we classify you as? You are classified as action adventure. Makes sense that you would be action adventure. Action adventure. Honestly, Star Tropics wasn't really that bad of a game. There are some spots in it, though, where, it's just rude. Like, the final dungeon is very, very rude. And there's a lot of gotcha moments. Like, so many gotcha moments. You try to do something, and it's like, haha, you fell for the trap, and it's like, bruh. Really? One Star Tropics 2? I don't even think that's on NES Online. And I don't even know if I want to touch Star Tropics 2, in all honesty. Also, note, Final Fantasy IV took 3 streams. Final Fantasy IV is another game you could probably finish in like 2 or 3 days. It's not a very long game. And then we get to Final Fantasy V. Oh boy, Final Fantasy V. I do love me some Final Fantasy V, guys. I do. Final Fantasy V is a great, great Final Fantasy game. I will also say, Final Fantasy V, when you're first playing it, is also one of the harder Final Fantasies, I feel. It's very easy to just die in Final Fantasy V, compared to like all the other Final Fantasy games in the series. That should say something when me, the expert of experts, the Final Fantasy Master, self-proclaimed by the way, say that this game is probably one of the harder Final Fantasies. there's a lot of really nasty traps and really nasty fights that can happen in this game. And if you don't know the tricks like I do, then some of those fights are going to be even nastier. And in fact, I even learned about some of the cheese methods. Like with the crystals, Deathclaw works against the crystals. Carbuncle, you can just one-shot Carbuncle. Raw break, yeah, I mean, you say 5's not hard. I've saying 5's hard if you're playing it for the first time. Like, the first couple playthroughs are probably going to be hard for someone in terms of the Final Fantasy series. Final Fantasy 3 is also up there, I feel, for a first-time playthrough, just because of how Final Fantasy 3 is. Like, overall, in the grand scheme of things, 5's not super difficult, especially if you know how it sees things. But this is from the perspective of a new player. What you mean is you have no idea that they powered up while holding one? Yeah. Rock breaking is stupid in this game. You will go through the entire first world breaking rocks as your main way of killing bosses. You can one-shot like half the bosses in this game. I kid you not. There's like 58 bosses or something, and half of them you can basically one-shot. It's ridiculous how broken the game is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Haha! Marvel superheroes! Do you remember that, Hate? I remember Marvel superheroes. Marvel superheroes was okay. It was okay. It was it was basically just Marvel vs. Capcom. Or it was pro Marvel vs. Capcom. Or was it pro X-Men vs. Street Fighter? I think this was before X-Men vs. Street Fighter, in fact. So it had... Yeah, it didn't figure its crap out until MVC2, yeah. Again, I think this is, Yeah, this is when I started the, Zelda Zatsudan. I think I finished the Zelda Zatsudan because there wasn't really anything else for me to talk about with the Zelda series. It kinda was just like, yep, here's the games, here's what I remember of the games, etc., etc., and that was it. There wasn't really that much to talk about with the Zelda series. Did I finish, extra? I think I did finish the extra. No, I think I was an extra at Hemp. And then goes Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Which is always a classic. Kirby, Hilt, and Humble. That Kirby game. Kirby, Hilt, and Humble is considered a puzzle game. Makes sense. Hilt and Humble was... It was Children of Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom. What happened to X-Men vs. Street Fighter? That should have been in there before MVC1, I feel. Oh, yeah, okay. So Kirby, Hilt, and Humble was... I feel like that game was kinda infuriating. I'm gonna be real, I feel like that game was very infuriating. Because just trying to control yourself with the with the Pro controller was kinda rough, man. It was kinda really, really rough. I wasn't a very, yeah, it wasn't made for that controller at all. I wasn't a very big fan of that game whatsoever. They could have done something else instead of that game. Gradius! That's a zoom up. Gradius is, wow! Bro! Yeah, I like, yeah, I like, yeah, for some reason it decided to just, like, make itself bigger. Did I just decide to just hate down, like, Final Fantasy V? Like, did I just not adhere to my schedule? Maybe I didn't do a schedule back then. This might have been before I started doing schedules. No, I think I was doing schedules back then. I just decided, oh no, wait. There's no Void Brawl. This might have been when, oh. Wait. Huh? No, I think this is when I just did a double stream. No, I think I just decided to do a double stream. Maybe I didn't figure out the schedule yet, too, yeah. But I feel like I had the schedule because, maybe it was later on. I feel like I had one, though. Gradius is, I'm gonna say it right now, Gradius is a hard game. Gradius is in fact a pretty hard game, I feel. Knowing where your hitbox is in that game is such a nightmare. You got such a giant hitbox, and it's so finicky, and it's very easy to just die. Did I do this without save states? I think I did this with save states. I must have done this with save states. Really? Only half an hour? Oh! That's why I did Final Fantasy V afterwards. Because this was only a half-hour stream. I think I used rewinds on this because, like, I wasn't gonna try to do this from start to finish. Because if I recall, you had to, like, mash the button. And there was, like, no auto-fire button, so this was kind of rough for me. It's not a bad game, though, but it is a difficult game. It really is. Hen Desires. Hen freaking Desires. Hen Desires is a very easy, it's a very easy sumo. It's like one of the easiest ho-ho games. Imperial School Night apparently is supposed to be very easy too, but like, Hen Desires is a very simple sumo ho-ho game. Fun fact, this is the only ho-ho game that I've done a 1cc hard mode on back in the day. If that tells you anything about how easy it is. I've never done a 1cc hard run on any other ho-ho game. Maybe I should try, but I've already beaten all of the, all of the ho-ho series. I don't think I need to redo all of the ho-ho games again. And then Wario's Woods. Oh boy, Wario's Woods. That game is... It's definitely a game. I don't know what to classify Wario's Woods as. I mean, it is a puzzle game. Yeah, it's not a very good game. It's really not a good game. At all. It's kind of just... aggravating, to say the least. Yeah, it's a puzzle. I got it listed as a puzzle. You know, I don't remember Power Instinct. Do you remember Power Instinct at all? Is that the one with the stupid, overpowered grandma? I think that's the one with the stupid, overpowered grandma. Or maybe that's in a later Power Instinct. Yeah, Super Grandma. Super Grandma, dude, Super Grandma was terrifying. Like, I was like, bro, why is she so good? Why is she beating my ass? My ass is getting grass. And this is also when I started Final Fantasy VI. So this is what, 3 months in? And I almost finished the Oliver Pixel remaster. That's pretty impressive, honestly. I do love Final Fantasy VI. The thing about Final Fantasy VI, though, is Final Fantasy VI is a hilariously easy game, I feel like. Never mind that game over got the stupid cranes. Never mind that game over got Air Force. Her install is also grabbed. Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI is a pretty easy Final Fantasy, all things considered. There's a couple nasty fights for first-timers, but overall they're not super bad. It's just a matter of figuring out, okay, what does this boss actually do? Like Magic Master, what does he do? How do I counter him, etc., etc. You get a couple quote-unquote puzzle fights. But overall, Final Fantasy VI, not really that hard of a game. Wow! Oh, I started Hopeless Masquerade around this time, huh? FF6 is the greatest game you'll never replay. Yeah, once you play it, like, once or twice, you pretty much already done, all there is that needs to be done. So, I forgot Echoes of, Wisdom. Like, Echoes of Wisdom, is it classified as action adventure? Yeah, it's like action adventure platformer. Echoes of Wisdom was a fun little game. I will say that. It was a fun game. Would I ever go back to it? Probably not, honestly. Like, that's the problem. Like, I buy these games, I play through them once, and then I'm like, it was a fun game, but like, I'm never really gonna go back to it, I feel. It kind of sucks that that's how it happens for a lot of games. Like, you play through once and it's like, okay, that's it, I'm done. And then it never sees the light of day ever again. Like, I got so many Switch and PS4 games that just will never get played ever again. Even though they're good games. And it feels bad, dude. It really does feel bad. Some people list Zelda as an RPG. I think Action Adventure is a good, yeah, I did everything I wanted to do, but like, on the other side, I paid $50 for that, you know? Like, I spent $50 on it just to play it once through. But yeah, Echoes of Wisdom was a fun little, game. It's also very easy to just break with bags. Like, once you understand how the bags work and how, setting up things to, climb works, you can just, like, go over, like, everything. You go over the higher, map. That's kind of the point we're at in gaming. Yeah, it is. It is. It's mostly because, like, yeah, I could play more of it, but I want to play new stuff, too, you know? Like, I want to keep trucking. Like, I want to stream more things for people and all of that. Like, replaying the game multiple times on the stream, kinda, I don't know if that's gonna be something that people want to see. Never mind that I did that with Final Fantasy VII, you know. And then we get to, you know, Hopeless Masquerade, which is the third Ho-Ho fighting game. I didn't really care for Hopeless Masquerade, in all honesty. Hopeless Masquerade was kind of just, you know, there. And I wasn't a big fan of the fighting system in that game. Unless I want to do a challenge run on the weekends or something, there's no real reason. Yeah, pretty much. Or, you know, a challenge run at night like I did with Final Fantasy VII. That's really the only reason I'm going to go back and do any of these games. But yeah, Hopeless Masquerade is one of those games where I didn't actually do all of the character stories. Because I'm like, bro, I don't really care for this game. Soku, I also didn't do all the characters. Yeah, Soku's still the most... Like, Soku's the best Ho-Ho fighter. Balls? Why are you saying balls? What? Balls? Why balls? Why not balls? Ha Double dealing character. The Iron Fire? Yeah. So, double dealing character. In all honesty, that game was, it also wasn't super difficult, but dealing with Seija sucked. Seija is the worst boss in that game, hands down. Because of the reverse, like, the control, her messing with your controls really sucked. It really sucked. Otherwise, the game's not that hard. It's really not. The fact that I 1cc'd it in one stream on easy and normal should tell you a whole lot. And then Idol Showdown, which we need to get back to at some point. Assuming, you know, assuming that the online actually works. The only reason we haven't done Idol Showdown since then is because, yeah, the online just doesn't work for us. I don't know what happened. They must have done something with the online that made it just not work. And the funny thing is, I have not seen any updates for Idol Showdown in forever. So I feel like Idol Showdown is pretty much dead now. Unless they're secretly working on the game in the background. I think Idol Showdown is just dead. Which is a shame because it was a pretty decent game. Is it balanced? I don't know if it's balanced. I mean, Bohan is, you know, a menace. Coco could be pretty nasty. Pekora is nasty to fight. Yeah, it was around Coyote getting added. And I don't even know how good Coyote is. But yeah, like, that was like during the summer, I think. Like, summer or spring. Well, I don't think it was during the spring because, maybe it was like May or June. But yeah, like, I feel like the game's dead now because there hasn't been any updates on it. Yeah, it's weird because, like, Bohan was like your best character, I feel. She's just really hard to get in on. She really is. Wow, there's a lot of, I didn't do a Zatsudan that week, it looks like. You play Pekora? Oh yeah, you do use Pekora, that is true. So it looked like this week was like just Zelda and, you know, Final Fantasy. Melting Blood Akadensa. Melty Blood is an interesting little game. It's definitely... It's one of those games where I tried it back when I first was doing, like, Scarlet Rhapsody and stuff like that. I didn't really like it back then. I also did, like, Immaterial and Missing Power, too. I tried that around the time I was trying, Melty Blood the first time. I also didn't like it. Melty Blood is an interesting game. And I feel like, yes, it can be very, very busted. I remember my, Hisaway and Kohaku being menaces. But I also remember, Actress again was fun. It was. Eventually we need to try the new Melty Blood. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's the one with freaking Chaos. Oh my god, Chaos. Dude, Chaos was annoying to fight. It was like, bro, when do I hack this guy? When do I do anything against this guy? I feel like that was the case with someone else who, I don't remember who else I had trouble with. Maybe it was CL? Or what? No, it was like Alco, right? Someone was a menace to me. I just remember somebody else being an absolute menace. Impossible Spell Card. Yes, that's another zoom up. Yeah, really, bro. Like, I think I just ignored the Zatsudans for a while. Probably because I didn't have many Zatsudans I wanted to do, or just didn't feel like doing Zatsudans. I don't know. I have no idea what happened during, that time frame. Double killing character, that's the Sega game, if I recall, right? No, the Sega game is Impossible Spell Card, sorry. Actress again on Steam is $5. The latest Melty Blood is, Hype Lumina. And besides, we could just play Actress again on, you know, Fightcade. No reason to get that on, Steam. But yeah, Impossible Spell Card was an interesting, game. That's 15, I see. Like, it's a puzzle zoom up, is effectively what it is. Because there are a lot of instances where you just die if you don't, use your, items correctly. I mean, it's possible to do without items for a lot of stuff, but, like, some things you just cannot do without items. It's just absolutely impossible. I go, damn, dude. Like, did I not have... Bro, did I, like, not have any short games or something? What happened during this time frame? Like, seriously, what happened during this time frame? Like, it's like all Final Fantasy and Zelda. Did I just not feel like doing anything else? I guess. I think there's Impossible Spell Card. Oh, I finished that in 2 days. I did refuse to, like, play anything else. And then... Oh boy! Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Yep, we're getting to, some very familiar games. What do we consider Metal Gear Solid? Stealth. It's considered a stealth game. Okay, so stealth is its own category. So there's 2. What is Devil May Cry considered? Is that just, action? It's action, right? Devil May Cry. It's considered action adventure hack and slash. Okay, so I'm gonna put it up here with action adventure. I mean, you can put it in whatever category you feel it's best for, but I'm gonna put it up there. Yeah, it can its own genre. So Ground Zeroes is like a it's basically like a prequel prototype to Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. It was okay. I was bad at it, but it was okay. And then Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. Boy, was I really bad at this game. I was so bad at Metal Gear Solid 5. It was unbelievable. But in my defense, the AI was kind of, like, stupid at times. Like, I swear on my Ghiblies that the AI spotted me way too often in spots that it should not have spotted me at. I actively ignored the mechanics. I mean, some of the mechanics I didn't know how to really do very well. And then, like, I got better with some of the mechanics, but then later mechanics, I'm like, okay, now I need to learn this. Like, I got better over time. It's just that I was just bad at the game. There were some really good moments, though. I had some really, really good sniper moments. I love my sniper gun, sniper rifle in that game. Like, once I learned how the sniper rifle actually worked, it was like, bro, yes, this is amazing. But some of the guns were, like, really hard to aim with. Because, like, understanding how the sight actually worked was like, bro, how do I aim with this gun? And I will never forget the one time that you have to go into the camp with kids and, like, take out the leader, which was, Elliot. And, like, I got spotted, and I'm looking around, I'm like, who spotted me? I don't see anyone. And I'm looking around, and it's in slow-mo for, like, it felt like 5-10 seconds, and I didn't spot the person. And then I started being shot at, and I'm like, oh my god, there's a kid in front of me. I did not see them because it's really dark, and you know, I'm trying not to make it sound, you know, bad, because I know people will take it out of context, but like, I physically did not see that kid. It was like, whoa, bro, you're just in this dark corner over here, and I can't even see you because, you know. And yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 took like forever to get through. It took so freaking long. And then Devil May Cry. Oh boy, Devil May Cry. So I don't remember if this was around the time that, you know, all the HoloLive members were playing Devil May Cry. I think I might have gotten this before them. I believe this was also, I think this might have been around the time Bijou was doing it. I don't remember. Or maybe Bijou did it before this. But like, I wanted to do the other Devil May Crys anyway. So, you know, this was going to happen at some point. Devil May Cry 1 is a relic of its time. It's definitely a relic. It was pain. It was very much pain. Do I regret playing it? Not really. But like, it was not, it was a relic of its time, to say the least. Urban Lexicon Limbo. Give me a second. That's another fine game. There's another Zatsudan. And there's another fine game. And that is another action adventure. So, Urban Legend and Limbo is basically just plain Hopeless Masquerade 2.0. I didn't really care much for it, but I did do all the characters because I was like, might as well. I think this is where I actually started doing all the characters. There's not really much to say to Urban Legend and Limbo. It's just, again, Hopeless Masquerade 2.0. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. That game was... Yeah, like... Mortal Kombat's fun when you play with other people. Mortal Kombat is not fun when you play against the AI. Because, oh my god, the AI! The AI! Like, even in versus mode, the AI is gonna be awful. The AI, dude, I hate the AI. It's so aggravating. So aggravating. Hey, look! If we get games cheat last, good! Because, oh my god, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 cheated so badly. We finished Devil May Cry 1 in 2 streams. I think we finished most of the Devil May Cry games in 2 streams. Devil May Cry is not a very long game, and honestly, Devil May Cry is not that hard of a series, I feel. It's not really that hard of a series. There's Devil May Cry 2. Devil May Cry 2 we finished in one stream. That's tell you all you need to know about Devil May Cry 2. It's not a very good game. It's a game where all you use is guns. And only guns. Half of Devil May Cry 2. We finished all of Devil May Cry 2 in one stream. What are you talking about? And yeah, we finished half of Devil May Cry 3 in one stream. Is probably what you mean. Devil May Cry 3, to be honest, I also played it back as a young boyling, so I still remember things about Devil May Cry 3. So that kinda helped a little bit. But I mean, even then, like, Devil May Cry 3 wasn't that bad. Beowulf kinda sucked a fight. I think Beowulf is what gave me the most trouble in that game. Like, Virgil, I didn't even have trouble with Virgil. Like, I think I bullied Virgil for the most part, which is hilarious. I think there's Melty Actress again, which I don't actually remember. Like, I don't remember Actress again very well. I think I still use Kohaku and Hisui though, right? While Lucia Moog is its own campaign, Sino's never gonna play. Probably not. Because, like, I don't wanna hug Devil May Cry 2 again. I really don't. I really do not. Oh, the boy gets! I don't know what to classify the boy gets as. Hey! What do we classify the boy gets as? It's not really a Zatsudan stream, so... I'm just gonna classify it as like a miscellaneous stream. It's just miscellaneous. Because honestly, some form of informational program, I guess that's true. It's supposed to be informational. Is it good information? I don't know. I'm still learning how I really want to do before I get this. The Art of Fighting. Oh boy, The Art of Fighting. That game was, that was a game, wasn't it, Hate? Freaking Robert, dude. Freaking Robert. Freaking Robert. Didn't I do like Half-Life with like Rio or something? Like, wasn't Rio like stupidly good and did like Half-Life? Oh, Weiler. Yeah, I forgot about Weiler. Weiler was dumb. Weiler was absolutely dumb. Oh wow, Devil May Cry 3 hook restreams. Didn't realize it hooked 3 streams. His jab is actually just insane. You can say his jab is just, you know, his jab is actually Justin Wong. It's Justin Wong, you know? It's so Wong. Boo! Boo! Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, guys. You want to talk about a hard ho-ho game? Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom is probably the hardest ho-ho game in the series. Hands down. And that's with you support device mode. It is such a hard freaking game, dude. Note the title of the stream. Point device because I want my sanity. Did I keep my sanity? No. I did not. I did not. That game is brutal. Clown Piece is an annoying piece of crap. But, like, it's not even just Clown Piece. It's freaking Junko, dude. Junko is so bad. Because while the patterns are simple, she's just, like, it's too tight. Like, the gaps, the dogs are so tiny. And don't get me started with the extra stage. It has, like, the worst extra stage in all of Ho-Ho. And I don't understand why it was so bad. Because, like, I understood how to do it. I could beat, who was the mid-boss? Who was the mid-boss? Oh, was it the dancers? No, the dancers weren't in this game. Oh no, it was Doremi. Dude, Doremi was a little jerk sometimes. But yeah, like, the extra stage itself isn't even that hard. It's just Hikasia. Hikasia's just a jerkwad, and I don't like her. She's the worst extra stage boss in all of Ho-Ho, I feel. I think this extra stage took me like 2 weeks to beat. It was so bad. It was awful, dude. What part are we on with, we're on part 4 with Metal Gear Solid 5. Alright! Hikasia is considered the strongest being at Ho-Ho. I mean, she's the goddess of hell. It's kinda hard to, you know, outrank that. So, we get through Devil May Cry 3, and we get a Devil May Cry 4. So, I didn't talk about Devil May Cry 1, 2, or 3 very much, I do like Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 is a very good Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 4 is not a bad Devil May Cry game. It's just that you can tell that it was kinda, you know, rushed. Because, like, you basically play half of the game. And then you replay half of the game backwards. Which I don't think is a very good game design. In terms of, you know, gameplay perspective. It feels a little cheesy and hacked on. Like, sure, you get to play, you know, there's gonna be spoilers for, you know, things. But, like, sure, you get to play Dante for the second half of the game. But, like, you're just replaying the entire game but backwards. Now you want to see a hack fight of Cindy and Hikasia? How does the guys of Makai deal with the guys of Hell? That is an interesting question. Oh yes! It's I think that's the game with Super Grandma. Honestly, Power Instinct wasn't a very bad game. It was a very solid game. Oh yeah, Pookie, I think. Or Poochie? It had some very bizarre characters. But yeah, that game was a pretty solid game, all things considered. I thought it was a fun game to play. We should probably replay some of these at some point, maybe. Yeah, we should play it again at some point. And then, you know, before I get, Devil May Cry 4. Oh, yes! And then Devil May Cry 5 happened, guys. Devil May Cry 5 happened. Let me just say, Devil May Cry 5 was such a good game. You was on the side doing a sub-list. That's a good idea, honestly. Oh! I skipped a week of Let's Learn because I was trying to do, the stupid, extra stage. So, hey, do you remember this game? Dragon! Hurricane Kick! Hadouken! Yeah, Hakega was dumb. Akuma was also dumb. I never did any of the extras on stream. Yeah, I had to, like, do them off stream because, like, it would have taken way too long to do them on stream. And then some of the extras I beat in, like, 1 or 2 days of working on them. Like, it was... I did them off stream just so we could keep moving on, you know, with the series. I didn't want to keep, you know, going back and re-attempting it on stream. But yeah, Devil May Cry 5 is definitely, hands down, the best Devil May Cry game in the series. I would put Devil May Cry 5, Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2. That's my order of Devil May Cry games. 5 is just amazing, dude. It also takes a while to get through, too. It really does take a while to get through. Yeah, nobody plays Devil May Cry 2. Man, I really was on, I really didn't want to play short games very much, did I? Oh, I see what's happening. This was when I was doing like one short game and one long game. Get me right, who gone? He was everywhere though, was he? Yeah, this was before I decided to do like 2 different short games. And then just one long game. So that's why you're seeing like Devil May Cry's happening. I think I did, I went with the 2 different short games. Just so, you know, it broke the week up a little bit more. You got more variety. It was always Devil May Cry 2 outfit gone. Hey, interesting. You see that description, right? You see that description, right? Platinum Sundays. It is so dead to the water. Oh boy, Platinum Sundays. Give me just a second. What are you doing, Henya? I saw something about a Jamboree Party collab. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Oh god. Oh god. Henya play a Mario Party game. I mean, yeah, Donkey Kong Country 3 did kind of make me go, eh. But the other issue is just like, a lot of the other games, like if I were to do like Platinum Sundays for Devil May Cry games, that would be terrible, dude. That would be absolutely terrible. And I also feel like my time is better spent doing new content than repeating the same games, you know? It's that whole mentality of, let's do new stuff instead of bashing our head against one thing constantly. Which is also kind of why Platinum Sundays died. Will I ever pick it back up? I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of games I could try to do Platinum Sundays on, but like, it's going to be a lot of me being very annoyed, me of just repeating the same stuff over and over, and I don't think that's really, really good content, you know? I mean, some people would enjoy seeing that kind of content. I mean, it depends on the streamer, I feel. Like, if the streamer is entertaining enough, they can make something like that work. Me, I don't think I'm that entertaining to be able to make something like Platinum Sunday work. Yeah, beating the final Pantheon. That would be another thing. And you saw that. It's like an hour every attempt. Do people really want to see me bash my head against the same game for an hour every attempt? That would get old really quickly, I feel. So, yeah, that's why I just put it aside. I kind of want to do another one of these streams. Ralph did and he hated it. I mean, because it takes so much time. It takes way too much time. Like, Theo. Theo loves Hollow Knight. He did not platinum the game because of the final Pantheon. It just takes too much time, dude. It's too much time. If there was checkpoints, it would have been a lot better. But, like, doing 50 boss fights in a row, it's too much, dude. I kind of want to do another Satsu for achievements, but I don't know if I ever will. Simply because, like, I don't know, dude. Is that really that interesting? Yeah, it's too many bosses. Oh boy, so what are we on? We're at part 11 with Metal Gear Solid 5. Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R. This is a game where even hate can bully me, because my Dizzy is not very good. In fact, I don't think I'm actually very good at Accent Core. I love Accent Core too. I just feel like I'm not very good at that game. I think part of it is because I'm not used to the Roman cancels in this game. I don't know what a Roman cancel do. Like, Roman cancels are really hard to learn for me. And, like, Dizzy plays so differently in this game compared to XR. Like, I can't play Dizzy the same way I do with XR, which throws my game off with her. And even Johnny's a little bit different than XR, so I can't even use Johnny the same way. I feel like my Johnny's better than my Dizzy, honestly, in Accent Core. What do you think, Hank? Do you think my Johnny's better, or do you think my Dizzy's better in Accent Core? And I remember, you, me, and Hate playing this, and that was fun. That was mad fun. My Johnny. Yeah, I really want to get better with Dizzy, but, like, she's so hard to use, dude. I don't know what to do with her in that game. And I don't want to grind Accent Core like I did at XR, because, you know, I don't want to make the game unfun for everyone, like I did with XR. I made XR too unfun. I mean, the last time that You, Me, and Hate, or You, Me, and Hate, You, Me, and Melt, he played XR, it was a lot more fun, because, you know, I didn't use Dizzy. The fact that I didn't use Dizzy the entire time probably made our last XR play session a lot better. And, you know, I didn't use Elfelt too much here. You want to learn ABBA? ABBA seems interesting. Yeah, you did do Kai vs. Dizzy, and, It didn't go very well, did it? It didn't really go very well for Kai, did it? In XR. I mean, you beat Melty a few times. Did you beat me? I don't remember if you beat me. I think Melty won a couple times, but I think you won a couple times against not Johnny, but like maybe against my soul. I think I used the soul. I don't remember who all I used. And then Hololive Chronicles. Hololive Chronicles. My Hololive RPG Maker game. I really, really want to get this fully done, guys. I really do. But at this point in the game's life, I don't know if it'll ever be finished. And I don't know if anyone's ever gonna, like, stream this. Whether it's, you know, any of the Holomouthers or anyone in general. Like, I made this game. When I started Hololive Chronicles, it was as a, like, a tribute or, like, a passion project for Fauna. Because I wanted to make a Fauna game, but, I didn't get the game out in time. I was so close to getting it done, dude. Like, I was literally wrapping up the main game. like, fixing up all the stuff for the main game. I was literally working on the ending when she announced her graduation. The fact that I was so close to getting it done, it kind of stings a little, you know? It stings a little bit. And the fact that the sprites are a sort her Nimi game. Like, I have an idea for a Nimi game, actually. I have an idea for an Iris game, too. I have an idea for Iris, I have an idea for Nimi. The thing is, I don't know how I would go about, doing it. Because for the Nimi game, I was gonna have it something like, Cosmic Star Heroines. Like, that was gonna be my inspiration for the Nimi game. For the Iris game, was gonna be more like, Genius of Sapphirous. Or Expeditionary Freestyle. But, you know, that's gonna be a lot harder to pull off. Your brain went a breakout for Nimi? That would be interesting. I don't know if Cosmic Star was this year or not, it might have been. But yeah, like, I would like to hire people to do, the spriting, but like, A, I don't have a job. I haven't been able to get a job still, and B, I'm not very trusting of people. Because there's so many scammers out there nowadays. That it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't really trust people very well. And it kind of sucks that it's at that point where I just can't, I can't trust most people. What is this gorilla screen? That might be the Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. Actually, what is that? What is this gorilla scream all about? What? I don't know what that gorilla scream's all about. Alright, so. How dare I trust someone named We Hate When? Alright, give me a second. I am gonna go check on the doggo, so give me just a bit. Alright, I am back. So Aunt Hanomi, a common flower. Again, this is basically just Hopeless Masquerade 3.0. It's another one of those, they're all basically the same game, all three of them. It does have more mechanics, it does have more characters, but, like, it's still pretty much just all the same game. Not really a whole lot to say there. Man, excuse me. Oh my god, I am dying. Someone save me. Excuse me. So, it seems like Metal Gear Solid 5 lasted like 2 months, it feels like. Like, we finished it at like, Part 12, but we kept going past Part 12. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Oh god. It just never ends. It never ends. And we're in June, so we're actually, going through this really quickly. Boom! Oh, wow. So, yeah, this is Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom again. When did I start that? So there's May. Bro, did it really take me like a month to beat that? Bro, it took me like a month to actually beat that extra. What the heck? Really? A month? I beat that extra? I think that tells you how, terrible that was. I think that says how bad that extra is. So, Rabbit. I don't really remember the game very well. We did do some Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as well. I don't... Do you remember Rabbit at all, Hate? Because I don't remember it at all. If I recall, it was a very jank fighting game. I don't think it really lasted very long. I think we didn't like it very much. That's why we switched to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Hidden Star in 4 seasons, huh? Give me a second. Let's do this. I think there's another fine game. Hidden Star 4 seasons. Honestly, that game's very easy. Outside of the dancers, bugs the dancers. The dancers suck. But overall, the game was freaking easy. Like, I think I finished it. I think I won CC normal in like 2 attempts or something. Maybe 3. It wasn't that long. And the extra stage also didn't take me very long, in all honesty. So, it's like, after Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, the, Ho-Ho series kinda went downhill in terms of difficulty, I feel. Because I feel like a lot of the, main games were not very hard at all. I was 1cc normal on, like, first or second tries. So that's to tell you just how easy the, post, Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom games were. I have not done Ho-Ho 20 yet. That is going to be the final Ho-Ho game we do, whenever we get to, that. And it's gonna feel weird when we finish the Ho-Ho series. I'm just saying that right now because, I still don't know exactly what I really want to do for the, Let's Learns. Also, Dead or Alive 2! This game, I don't remember if this game actually worked for us. Did this work for us, Hate? I feel like this was one of those that kept, disconnected all the time. Or, desyncing, I can't remember. But overall, like, Dead or Alive, it's just Heckin'. It's literally just Heckin' or Soul Calibur, or Virtua Fighter. They're all kind of very similar games. They're all kind of very similar games. And then we get to... Oh hey, Legacy of Lunar Kingdom Extra. And then Pilot, yeah, that's another zoom up. Violent Hector was a pretty easy game. I think that's the Sumireko game, right? Overall, that game was very easy. Until you get to, like, the Nightmare Week. Then it became, like, stupid. But compared to, like, Double Spoilers and Super Bullet and, Impossible Spell Card, it was a lot easier than those games, by far. Also, how has Metal Gear Solid 5 not been finished by this point? Really? It's June! June 20th! Bro! Did this really take me like 3-4 months to finish Metal Gear Solid 5? What the heck? How? Wow! Yeah, I was really stuck on, Metal Gear Solid 5. I really wanted to finish that. Oh! It took like 6 months? Good God. I started in like, March or April, I think. So, if it was like March, or let's say it was April, so April, May, June, it's been 3 months there. Do you remember Double Dragon, Hate? I remember Double Dragon, because I remember Baby and Jimmy becoming Super Saiyans. And I remember a Bobo being a piece of shit. Freaking a Bobo, dude. Why did they make a Bobo so obnoxious? It's always the grapplers. It's always the grapplers, dude. Oh, I think, huh. Maybe I'm mistaken. Another Zatsudan. I think there's Pilot Hacker. Yeah, we keep going with, Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh, right. Right. Nier happened at this time. Oh boy, Nier Automata, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people hype this game up a little too much. Like, it wasn't a bad game. But the fact that you have to play through it 3 times and get the true ending really didn't sit well with me. Also, the camera really didn't sit well with me. And that one stupid boss, dude, I don't remember its name. It's the centipede boss. I think in all of the streams of this year, that boss is the one that made me rage the most. Like, don't get me wrong, Ho-Ho Games got me really, really livid. Metal Gear Solid 5 got me really, really livid. I don't think anything got me as livid as that boss in the air. It was so bad. You remember that hate? Do you remember me being that angry at anything else ever? This entire year? Because I can't think of anything else that made me that mad. Like, even Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom didn't make me that mad. It made me mad, yes, but like, I didn't, like... Oh yeah, the credit... Well, I mean, to be fair, when it asked me if I wanted to go online, I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have online, you know? So I thought I couldn't do it. And then eventually I'm like, fine, I'll click the button and let's see if it works. And then it worked. I'm like, really? Really? Why would you do that and say connect online when I don't have online? That's all I can say, is I can just shake my head. Like, the story got better in the final round. The problem is, it ain't so much to get to the final round. And I still don't like the camera here. I just don't like that camera. I hate it. It's a terrible camera. Power Instinct Who? So Power Instinct Who... I don't remember if that was better than Maximum Melee or not. I really don't remember Power Instinct Who. I think it was pretty much basically the same game almost, right? For the most part. For the most part, it was pretty much the same game. Maximum Melee was the best, yeah. Like, I think it was pretty much about the same. Wow, this stream is actually exactly 2 hours long. How did I manage that? Man, Metal Gear Solid 5 is still going. Oh, this was the finale. So this took about like 3-4 months to finish Metal Gear Solid 5. Just 3 or 4 months. Alright, so there's another, I can't add that because, I mean, we already did. There's that one. There's another Satsu. What do we classify Yu-Gi-Oh games as? What do we classify Yu-Gi-Oh games as? Yu-Gi-Oh is classified as strategy. So I guess we'll put it as strategy. I mean, card games, yeah. Would it be better to put it as card games or strategy? Because not all Yu-Gi-Oh games... Yeah. So I'll put it as strategy. You can put it down as strategy as well. That is that game. Which one is this? Duel Monsters. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed in the early days collection. Simply for the fact that, like, yeah, I know they're the early games. Yeah, you get, like, all the Game Boy Advance games, but like, they weren't really that fun. I'm gonna be honest, none of them were really that fun. Outside of like World Championship Tournament, one of the World Championships. they're just not that fun. They're really not. Yeah, they never added the online, which I guess they never added the online because who's gonna play the online for those games? Let's be real. Nobody is gonna play the online for those games. And then there's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Oh boy, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. The game got, like, blew my, my graphics card, like, 3 different times. Like, 3 different times my graphic card went bleh. I don't know why, but, like, it really didn't like my computer. Yeah, FGCI is not good. It's really not. It's not bad, but it's not good. I still remember when they revealed Zelda in a trailer, and I'm like, bro, really? Zelda? Of all the characters, you actually put in Zelda? And like, Zelda's pretty badass, too, in this game. I do like Zelda. I understand that they hook out, you know, a couple of his moves, because, you know, they wanted to, you know, keep the rating. Like, he didn't, like, cut his own head off. He doesn't have the Sangu Pasare. Which, you know, understandable. I'm pretty sure Marvel didn't want their characters affected by that move. Yeah, they wanted to make it my game okay. That's why the blood is purple instead of red. Yeah, they wanted to make it Ernie compliant. Like, I feel like they would just never, they're never gonna give that move back to Jenna ever again. Never mind that he has the moves. He has the move in other games. But like, you know, it's never gonna be like it was. It's kind of like with Dimitri's Midnight Bliss. We're probably never gonna see that again. I mean, he had it in Project Cross Edge, which was a surprise, but like, yeah, Dimitri probably's never gonna get his Midnight Bliss back. Zeta's never gonna get Sangu Pasare back. I mean, to be fair, like, Dimitri is just a Soho. He's literally just a Soho. Like, the Midnight Bliss gave him some personality, but he's... Well, Alan, he still has personality, but like, you know, Midnight Bliss was fun. It was a fun move. Raptor will get hell dunked? Maybe. They're not gonna do the cut in half animation unless you can make it like, you know, they're probably gonna make it like he or M rating if they do that. Yeah, Pharaoh Magic or Pharaoh's Curse, they will probably do. Oh yeah, Prism Cross. Boy, do you remember me hyping up Prism Cross? I remember doing Prism Cross. Like, it wasn't bad, but like, it's really hard to do stuff on controller properly for Prism Cross. And like, the cast was definitely interesting for Prism Cross. Yeah, Dark Sculptors is probably gonna get censored to hell and back, considering how the how everything is. Because, like, we're in that era of games where, oh, we gotta censor everything. Everything has to be censored. We can't show this. And it's like, bro, really? Really? Like, you have more balls with these games in the 90s than you do now. It's honestly kind of frustrating. Like, I hate this cancel culture and this censorship culture. It's like, bro, why? You're limiting people's visions of their own works, and like, you're just making things worse overall, for the most part. Like, why? What's the point? Yeah, Prism Cross was okay for what it is. See, if Dimitri's not gonna get Midnight Bliss in the actual game, they'll do it themselves. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real honest. I'm actually surprised that they put Midnight Bliss in there. Like, I remember seeing that for Sanai, and I'm like, what? Wait. This actually works? Like, I did just like, yeah, it's probably not gonna be anything different. It's like, oh. They actually put in time and effort, put in sprites for this. Well, I mean, like, keep in mind, it's still extra work. And most people aren't really gonna go out their way to do that. Look at Mugen. Mugen doesn't even do that anymore, really. Mugen kind of died, though, but, you know. But yeah, like, the main reason that I stopped doing Prism Cross was because the music was, getting copyrighted. There's a lot of copyrighted music in there that, you know. I know Mugen's still around, but, like, it's kind of in its, twilight days. Wily Beast and Weakest Creature. This is another game that is, like, super easy. Now, I remember getting, I remember, Kunika just destroying me every now and then, but, like, oh, excuse me. Overall, the game, not very difficult, considering I 1cc it on easy and normal in one stream. Very simple game. They are still working on Prism Cross. It's just that, you know, there's actually not that many mods for it. You would think there'd be a lot more mods, but there's hardly any mods for it in terms of characters. Hilariously enough. Alright, give me just a second. Oh boy, the Rumble Fist. Do you remember the Rumble Fist hate? I remember the Rumble Fist. The Rumble Fist was... Actually, the Rumble Fist was a pretty good game. Like, I thought the Rumble Fist was, pretty solid. You don't remember me using a nurse character? Now, I remember the game. Give me a second. Let me do this. I am going to stop that real quick. I'm going to... Boop. Hold on. Wait for it. Boop. We're going to do that. Let's take a look at this, shall we? You don't remember this, hate? We're going to take a quick look. This person, what? You don't remember this? Ow. Yeah, it's a Kusoge. Wait, you remember it now, don't you? What the heck? I mean, it wasn't a bad game, but yeah, it is a Kusoge. Kusoge. And then we did, you know, we did, the second, Yu-Gi-Oh game. I think this was the one where I kept calling that one, the Moon Envoy Zeta. It might be the first game, but, like, I remember seeing the card, I'm like, that's just Zeta, dude. And that ended up being just a meme the entire time. Like, oh, now I have Zeta. Zeta's gonna do some work for me. And Zeta did the work. You remember? Oh, no. You have to remind me of that character. That's in Yagarasu, I believe. Bugs that character, dude. That character sucked so much. He was so awful a fight. Also, I love how in the air, it was like, what the dogs are not dogs. Now, the character is just insane. So, I think around this time, or before this time, is when I started watching, Faye a lot more. Like, I actually subscribed to Faye. She was doing a Nier, Replicant at the time. So, it was around the time she was doing a Nier Replicant, and I think the first Phoenix Wright. I think. So, you know, the dodging and the I pressed the button kind of came from her. But, you know, I think I said that even before I started watching her, too. And then I think this was around the time that, like, the, Yu-Gi-Oh! Streams started becoming late night. Because it was actually taking so long to get through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Sunken Fossil World. What do we classify Sunken Fossil World as? The jump didn't jump. Wait, did I actually say that? Did I actually say that? I know Rao says that, or is that Naka? But do I actually say that? I don't remember saying that. What do we classify Sunken Fossil World as? Sunken Fossil World is classified as a fighting game. Okay? I mean, technically it is a fighting game. It's just a different type of fighting game. Sunken Fossil World was an interesting, it was an interesting game, honestly. I wouldn't mind more games like that. Expanded upon. It kind of reminded me of the one, Hensei game. I forget the name of it. But, like, it reminded me of that game. Cuphead? I've been recommending Cuphead, but why are people recommending Cuphead to me? I don't know. Oh boy, Rage of the Dragons! I don't remember much about Rage of the Dragons. I don't remember much about Rage of the Dragons at all. Let's take a look. What was Rage of the Dragons all about? It's kind of like Contra. Oh, this is the one with Cassandra. Lynn, what is your super? Oh yeah, Lynn. Oh, it is that. Okay. Right, this was like a hack team version of Double Dragon. Oh, wait, she has a charge move. Wait, was it okay. This is the game with a Bobo where a Bobo was awful. Yeah. I think it was this game where a Bobo was just you know. Or was it, like, maybe Avoka was just terrible at fighting both games. I do remember liking Raids of the Dragons, though. It was a pretty solid game, in all honesty. Okay, so there's that. I did love... Oh yeah, I was showing off all the characters in Prism Cross. It's 14 bucks. I would have to... I'm not sure if I really want to jump at Cuphead myself, really. In all honesty. Oh yeah! Remember when I did the speed runs? I wonder if I should do more speed runs. Like, I want to see if I can beat the Donkey Kong speed runs. Like, I think my best time is, it is roughly 52 minutes and 17 seconds. No, it didn't really last long. It was more of a, I'm just gonna do this because I got nothing else to do at night. Now I have things I can do at night, you know, I got Xenoblade and I got, Duelist of the Roses. I was doing all the Yu-Gi-Oh games at night. So this was before that. At some point I would like to go back to speed runs, though. At some point. Also, can I just say, I didn't really like Monster Capsule. I feel like Monster Capsule was kinda not a very good game. It took way too long to get through, and you have to grind so stupidly much in order to not die. It was awful. It's bad. It is not a good game. Don't forget my password for my memory for Duelist of the Roses. What? Wait, that's for Duelist of the Roses? Yeah, permadeath. Permadeath in that game is what made it even worse. It's like, oh, I lost my guy. I guess I just lose my best guy forever. It's why I decided to, I think this is where I actually decided to start using the, basically the cheats. Like, for all of the stuff, like, all starships, all monsters, all cards. I think this game is the one that broke me on that, because I'm like, bro, this is taking way too long. I just want to be done. Also, I'm gonna be real. These Donkey Kong Country speedruns, I'm actually impressed that I'm able to do them as well as I am. Like, 52 minutes is nothing to sneeze at, I feel. Especially since this is like the second or third time I did a speedrun in general for the game. Like, it's funny when I think about it because, like, in all the time that Fuwamoto was doing Donkey Kong Country 2, I probably could have done the entirety of the Donkey Kong series if the time it took them to finish Donkey Kong Country 2. And if the time it took them to beat King K. Rool or Captain K. Rool last night, I probably could have done like 2 or 3 of these speed runs. Poor Mokoko was getting so frustrated. I felt kind of bad for Mokoko because I'm like... Mokoko was getting very, very frustrated. I can tell. I felt the frustration from her. You can tell that she's the gamer of the two. Because Fuwawa's more of the relaxed, cool, sit back, you know, kick back. You know what I'm trying to say, right? She's the more relaxed of the two. Mokoko's the more try-hard of the two. You know, I remember the last playthrough not being very exciting. Like, it was just like an okay game. I do remember you using someone in there that was like, bro, what the fuck am I supposed to do about this character? This character is just walling me and I can't do anything. Like, oh my god, please stop walling me. And we go to the end of July. Now we're in August. So we're getting there. Bro, I don't even want to... You know, I wouldn't even want them to do the Lost World. I would just make them sad doing the Lost World in general. Okay? That would just be bad. That is a zoom up. So, we're still doing, you know, Monster Capsule because this game is what made me go to nighttime. The air is still happening. Oh. Well, I found the stream where I got very, very mad. I found it, guys. It's this one right here. Avoid this stream, because you're gonna hear me get very, very angry. Just avoid it. Also, Unconnected Marketeers. It was a pretty simple game. I mean, it wasn't really hard. You just had to get the right abilities. Again, you know, just go from there. Simple as that. It's harder than the previous 2 games, but it's still not that hard. Like, the Ho-Ho games at this point are not very difficult at all. More of this, more of this. Dark Duel Stories. So, that is where we go there. Okay, so, Asura Blade. I think this is also when we started to, maybe it was the previous stream, but, like, I think this was around the time that you decided we weren't gonna play MVC3 as much because of how angry it was making me. It might have been then or the previous stream. Because, god damn it, I want to be good with Dante. But Dante he's a pain in the ass to use. He is such a pain in the ass. And dealing with some characters like Arthur and Hulk, and, like, Hacker, they're just annoying to fight, dude. They're seriously stupid to fight for me. Yeah, executive decision that you did. Otherwise, I would have just, you know, made it completely unfun for both of us. Because I was trying hard and loot too much. Asura Blade, I think was kind of just another Kusoge. I don't remember much about it. Like, at all. It kind of just, you know, existed. And then we finally finished, Nier Automata. Hooray! Freaking Nier gets finished. Hulk, Hacker, and Suma, it was, yeah. And you used the little Arthur too, because oh my god, Arthur was a piece of shit. Boy, let me tell you how happy I was to finish this freaking game. Because oh my god, I wanted to be done with this so badly. And then Dark Duel Story. Do you remember when I did this for UFS? I never went back to that. I don't know if I will either, because, like, it's interesting to look at the art and stuff, but, like, I don't know how interesting this is for you guys. Like, it's another card game. It's like, do we really need 2 different card games, Satsus? I don't think we really do. Oh, this is, the next one. Yeah, this is where I decided to make, Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, nighttime only. Because they were taking too long. Guns of Dice Monsters. Oh my god, do you remember Guns of Dice Monsters? That's another game that was like, bro, this game's kinda not really that great. Guns of Dice Monster was kinda just not that great whatsoever. It was too long. It took way too long, and it was just repetitive. Like, you could basically just do the exact same motions on pretty much every single opponent, and you will win. You will just win. And then don't forget Ogian. Do you remember Ogian? That guy who was like hilariously the most easiest guy to beat up. Freaking Ogian who kept fighting me all the time. And then Azure Striker Gunvolt. This is a game that I would recommend to anyone. I actually loved this game. Yeah, it had two. I think I found both too. Or actually, maybe I didn't because it was luck if you fought them. But yeah, Gunvolt is such a good game. If you like Mega Man X, this is a game for you. This is such a solid game. And it's not really that hard either, I feel. Excuse me. Like, the final boss is probably the worst part of the whole thing. Just because it's just like, if you don't feel fast enough, you lose. And it's like, bro, that's so dumb. It's so stupid that you just instantly lose if you don't feel fast enough. And then we get to Bloodborne. Oh boy, Bloodborne. What do we classify that as? I like how it's classified as action role-playing, fighting game, action adventure, and survival horror. What do you mean fighting game? Bloodborne is not a fighting game. You know, I still stand by the fact that to this day, people make Bloodborne be harder than it actually is. I didn't really have that much difficulty with the game at all. Like, overall, yes, there's some jerk moments, but you know, that's Souls for you. But like, outside of the first actual boss and the last boss, both who are humans, I don't know why the humans are so terrible to fight, but they are. Nobody was really that hard, in all honesty. There were times that I even first tried some of the bosses, and it's like, bro, what? This isn't that hard. Why are people saying this is like a super hard game? It kind of has that same feel as like, what game am I trying to think of? Ghouls and Ghosts. Where it's like, people have Ghouls and Ghosts be super hard, but it's not actually that hard whatsoever. It's actually very, very easy. And that's how I feel with Bloodborne. Like, it's not that hard. It's actually relatively easy if you know, take your time. I think the main issue is people don't take their time. And the way I play these games, I treat FPS like a puzzle. So, I was treating all of these bosses as like a puzzle fight. And that's probably what helped me get through these, this game compared to other people, really. Why is this ineligible? Give me just a second. I need to find out why this is ineligible. Why are you ineligible? What? Oh, right. Okay. I see why. Because of... So, this is where I was trying to use a, copyright-free song. And it was listed as copyright-free, but it still got copyright claimed. And I'm like, oh. Okay. It was listed as copyright-free. Why am I getting copyright claim? Unconnected market here. Yeah, that was where the last extra was at that time. Until, you know, Ho-Ho 20 came out. And Ghost Guys Monster still going on. This was just a silly little stream. The main reason I went with the stream because it was Zatsudan 69. And you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play around with that. I'm gonna play around with the fact that this is Zatsudan number 69. And so this stream was born. Also, I like how Gungle only hooked 2 streams. It's actually comical how a lot of these games hate so few streams for me. Like, am I that much of a gamer? I must be a gamer, guys! Please tell me that I'm a gamer. I am a gamer, right? I am a gamer, right? Please tell me that I'm a gamer. So, Bayonetta. Can you believe it's been that long since I've done Bayonetta? Like, it feels like it hasn't been that long ago that I did Bayonetta. Bayonetta was such a fun game, but, the buttons didn't like the button. The dogs didn't like the dogs. The jump didn't like the jump. It was... Yeah, it has issues. This was also the time where, I found out that OBS likes to spike at like 30% randomly. Because I was having lag issues with Bayonetta. And I was like, bro, what is happening? I think it was because of OBS. I don't know what happened with OBS to make it spike 30% at random times, but like, it was very frustrating, to say the least. But yeah, Bayonetta was still a pretty good game, overall. It was still a pretty good game. Beautiful Joe 1. Beautiful Joe 1, huh? Excuse me. Oh, the Eternal Duelist Soul is what comes up next. Okay. So, there's more, we got more UFS happening here. Again, we went to, the Eternal Duelist Soul. He's a platformer beat-em-up. Ah. Isn't it like 3D as well? Or is it 2D with 3D graphics? Eternal Duelist Soul wasn't a bad game. It was very basic, if I recall. And I think this was the game where Mirror Force... Was this the game where Mirror Force was a problem? Like, everyone and their mother used Mirror Force on me, and I'm like, bro... How many times am I gonna run into Mirror Force? And I think this is also where Kai was like, I summoned Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and I sings apart you. And it's like, okay, I guess I die. Guess I'm dead. Oh, 100 Black Market. Yeah, that was next thing. Cyberstein, Blue Eyes Ultimate. Yeah, he did that like 5 different times all throughout the game. So I'm like, bro, stop it. Turn 1, 2 even. 100 Black Market was a very interesting game, to say the least. It was definitely hard in weird ways, because you couldn't really get 1-ups very easily. So it's very easy to just lose lives and not have the lives to finish the level. The levels themselves are not very hard, especially if you get specific cards, but like, oh boy, did it get rough trying to find all of the bosses. And ultimately, it's still not as bad as some of the other games, but yeah, it's definitely harder than the other games that I've played before this. Super Alloy Ranger. Super Alloy Ranger is kind of like Gunvolt. In a way, it's kind of Gunvolt-esque. It kind of reminds me more of like a Cave Story. In a way, you know what I mean? It's not a Metroidvania, it's more like a Mega Man game, but like, it wasn't a bad game. It was honestly pretty fun. It's very short, and I would recommend it, honestly. It is a game I would recommend. Ah, the Sacred Cards. Uh-oh. I saw the game. I saw the game, hate. So yeah, Bloodborne is still going on. And like, Bloodborne still not really that hard for me. So we get to the Sacred Cards. Sacred Cards is actually a very, very easy game. I don't even think I had to use the cheats for this one. Now, this game. This game right here. This is probably the worst Yu-Gi-Oh game I have touched out of all the Yu-Gi-Oh games I've done. And that says a lot. Because, yeah, it's not worth doing it legit. It's really not, because it takes so much grinding to do. And the fact that the final bosses have so much life points, it's dumb. And your life points don't recover unless you rest at your house, which is like, bro, what? That's dumb. X-Men Children of the Atom. Do you remember how busted this game was, hate? Like, we were not very good at it, but like, it's so easy to just stun the opponent in this game. Also, Psylocke felt terrible to use this game. I'm gonna be real. I could not use Psylocke worth of crap in this game. It was just like, bro, why are you so stubby, Psylocke? Just reach further, please! There's another Zatsudan. Yeah, like, I'm still enjoying Bloodborne. All of these are at nighttime, I think. I actually don't know if those are at nighttime or I decided to put those in other short game slots. I think I threw them in the short game slots. I feel like I threw these in the short game slots. 100 Black Market, yep. I think it was the grinding for all of that. And then Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII. Really? I started FF8 in September? I mean, I did do it like once a week, so I mean, that was gonna take a while to get through it all. FF8 is, like, it's not a bad game. It's really not. Like, it's got a solid foundation to it. Like, the gameplay, you can break the game, like, wide open at the very start of the game. It's very easy to break. The story's not bad. I feel like the story's really good in Disc 1. But after Disc 1, it kind of just falls apart, I feel. Personally. And then, like, Disc 3 is like, okay, suddenly, for some reason, Squall is like head over heels for Renoa and just wants to do anything for Renoa, and it's like, where did this come from, Squall? Like, this literally just came out of nowhere. You did a complete 180. And it's like, okay, Squall. Stairway against the Duel, it kinda, you know, it existed. We don't really talk about that game. It kinda just existed. Sailor Moon. Oh boy, Sailor Moon. Honestly, the Sailor Moon game... it was, I don't know how I feel about the Sailor Moon game. Yeah, Uranus was OP. Uranus was OP. That game was very jank, too, not gonna lie. It was super, super jank. Like, it felt like, it was kind of like fighting through mud sometimes. Yeah, we went in knowing it was bad. We knew it. And the funny thing is, I think this Sailor Moon game was Arc System's first game. I think this was developed by Arc System back in the day. Believe it or not. Yeah, I guess this is where I get the executive decision for each of the Yu-Gi-Oh games. You use the same engine as SNES Gun Compiler. Ah, I see. Naruhogane. Wow, 100 Black Market hooked me sometime to beat, huh? It really hooked me sometime to beat. Also, you want to talk about gamers? Nimi did beat Melania. She beat Melania in under 2 hours. Now people are gonna be like, but she used the mimic here. Who cares? The game gave you the tools. Use them. Like, oh no, she used the mimic here. If you don't like that, then hey, go play the game without using the mimic here. Don't berate other players for playing the way that they want to play. However, I will berate I will berate hate over here for mashing buttons in fighting games. That is something I will do. Man, Bloodborne lasted a little while, didn't it? I think it hooked like, what, 10 streams to finish Bloodborne? I got 100 Black Market hooked like 3 streams. I got more FF8. It's funny because, like, I think the issue with FF8, it did 9 streams. The issue with FF8 for me is just that, because I played FF8 a lot back in the day, it just wasn't, there wasn't really a whole lot for me to say on it, in all honesty. And it also didn't help that I forgot a lot of things about FF8. I'm like, where do I get this card? Where do I... What's I supposed to do again? Etc, etc. That tends to happen when you don't play something for 15 years, you know. Ah! I got things falling at me. Plasma Sword was an interesting little game. It just sucks that Plasma Sword is like, you know, you got 50% characters, and then the other 50% characters are just clones of those characters. It's like, but why? What's the point of having half the roster be, you know, clones of the other half of the roster? Plasma Sword was kind of broken, not gonna lie. It was a fun little game, though. It was pretty fun, not gonna lie. Also, 9 streams for Bloodborne. I wonder how many streams it would take someone like Nimmy. What about Soul Calibur 3? What about Soul Calibur 3? But yeah, I wonder how many streams it would take Nimmy. Mostly because Nimmy only does like 2-3 hour streams normally. I mean, my Bloodborne streams seem to be about 2-3 hours, give or take. Destiny 4 Traveler, right. Can we just forget that Destiny 4 Traveler even exists? Can we just forget that game even exists? At all? Like, Destiny 4 Traveler is such a bad game. It's not a good game. It's really not. And then we do the next World Championship, which I think that's when I started, like, changing all of the different decks around, right? Like, I have Burn deck, I have a full light, a full dragon, full female. Soul Calibur had a lot of clone characters, especially Freak. That is true, yeah. And it looks like I started Xenoblade Chronicles X September 12th. I finished Xenoblade Chronicles X on Thursday. Or Friday. No, I finished it Thursday night, I believe. So it took 3 months to finish Xenoblade Chronicles X. 3 months. Twice a week. That game did not want to end. But, you know, that's how Xenoblade games are. They do not want to end. Did I like Xenoblade Chronicles X? Overall, Xenoblade Chronicles X was okay. Like, I enjoyed the exploration. The combat is pretty repetitive, though. I mean, you know, that's just how Xenoblade games are. It's very repetitive. The story was kind of just there until, like, the later half of the game. And then it started getting more interesting. Yeah, like, I played all of the Xenoblade so far, and, like, I think the appeal of Xenoblade to me is just going around and exploring, you know? Just, wow, what's over there? What's over there? How do I get there? You know, things like that. The combat didn't really, you know, appeal to me. I'm not big on the, MMO, system. And I'm also not a big fan of, oh, if your control character dies and nobody else can revive you, you just lose. That's what I like about 3, is that anyone can revive anyone. And it's like, bro, that makes it so much better. Like, so much better. When you can actually revive other characters. Instead of relying on a gauge or some arbitrary point system. Yes, okay, we do, Ho-Ho 19, which actually, excuse me, actually took a little bit of time to get through. Like, Ho-Ho 19 just, did not want to end. It wasn't a bad game, but like, going through it with all of the characters, it was like, yep, I'm kind of done with this game, honestly. Like, please, just let the game end. Let it end. Also, I like how it takes about 4 streams to finish disc 1. For FFA. Killer Instinct. Oh my god. Killer Instinct was an interesting game. That is button mashing the game. I think you just destroyed me in that hate. I forget if you destroyed me. Also, can you believe it took 37 streams to finish the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection? 37 streams. Yeah, I never played Killer Instinct, by the way. That was my first time playing Killer Instinct. Also, my god, Bayonetta's just taking forever to get through, isn't it? Like, look at Bayonetta just, like, still going. I am gonna count each of these, challenge runs as a separate, like, RPG. So this is where I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do some challenge runs. And so I decided I'm gonna do, a Final Fantasy VII challenge run. It was mostly nighttime only, because I didn't want to put it in a daytime slot. I wonder if I should do daytime slots for, like, challenge runs and speed runs. I don't know, I haven't decided, but, like, that Final Fantasy VII challenge run, in particular, that one was, it was rough, dude. It was rough. Carry armor, I don't know how I got away with being carry armor first try, given the other run of this game. Actually, I got away with a lot in this run, I feel like. Unless, you know, it was Reno. Or Hunter the Hellite Gunner. Or Hojo. And then I did the whole game with, okay, I'm gonna get Angel Whisper in this manner. I didn't realize you could get Angel Whisper by using Death Sentence. And then, manipulate and get it that way. That would have been real nice to know before I did that. I mean, I still got the spells that I needed, but like, oh man, that was a hard run. Alright, Janoka Gaff. Freaking Janoka Gaff. Was I still angry? I was still angry. The heck? Janoka Death was bad. That was such a bad experience. So, we go through more FF. We go through more Xenoblade Bayonetta. Bayonetta freaking lasted like a month, it feels like. That freaking game. Oh my god, that game. Joy McFight. Joy McFight is, it's a game. It sure is a game for the NES that exists. It was a really rough game to play, not gonna lie. It was interesting, but I wasn't a big fan of it. I was not a super big fan of it. Like, it was really hard to control and do stuff in. Also, that who block you had to hold down. It was like, what? I'm not used to this. I pressed the button. I love that. I pressed the button. Yeah, there's a lot of Final Fantasy happening around this time frame. So the last FF was in, what? May? April? Something like that? So this was, what, half a year later? I did more Final Fantasy? I think I took time off just so it wasn't, you know, Final Fantasy after Final Fantasy after Final Fantasy. Oh, wow. Really? I started Hollow Knight in October. Did it really take me 3 months? Or, yeah, did it really take me 3 months to finish Hollow Knight? I mean, I was doing it once a week, so I guess, you know, that is what's gonna happen, but, like, it really took me 3 months to finish Hollow Knight. Really? That's actually kinda insane. Not gonna lie. Ah, yes, so this is where, I believe me, Melty, and Hate all played, Accent Core. And we bullied each other. A lot. A lot. And I remember, doing stuff in Hollow Knight I wasn't supposed to be able to do. I was just, like, skipping ahead a lot. Alright, so there's another Zatsudan. Boy, we really got pretty far in Yu-Gi-Oh, didn't we? We probably could have gotten a lot farther if, you know, I kept up with the Yu-Gi-Oh Satsus. Again, we finally finished off freaking Ho-Ho 19. More Xenoblade, FF7, Garaku Hensi. Is Garaku Hensi the one with the Silver Chariot guy? Is here this one, or it's also, we did Etsard here, so that counts as a, separate fighting game. I don't remember if the Silver Chariot was in Garaku Hensi or Akatsuki Glimskiv. It's in one of them. Garaku Hensi was a pretty solid game, though, I think, if I recall correctly. It did have some, weird inputs, though, I will say, if I recall correctly. Alright, so another Suma, and another boy gets. So, Mystic Square. In all honesty, Mystic Square is the best of the PC 98 games. It's also the hardest. It's definitely one of the hardest ones. I'm not including Ho-Ho 1 right now, because Ho-Ho 1 is it's a completely different game. I don't even know what Ho-Ho 1 would be classified as. But yeah, Mystic Square was definitely a hard game. That game is brutal. It took me a little bit of time to 1cc normal. And to do the extra. The extra, oh my god. The extra is something else. Like, it's not even hard per se. It's just, Alice in general was just terrible to deal with. Like, super bad. Where it is. Okay, so, Clay Fight, her Tournament Edition. Is that, yeah, Tournament Edition. Clay Fighter was... It was a very, goofy game. It was okay, but is it something I would want to replay? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if I want to replay, Clay Fighter. It's very jank. Let's call it a very jank game. Because it is what it is. You have Clay Fighter 1 Herbo Alchemist and 2. Hopefully they're better. Do you remember Spectral versus Generation? I feel like I don't remember that game very much. I feel like I don't remember that game, like, at all. Let's take a quick look at that and see what that's about, huh? Because I don't remember this game. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, I remember this game now. Because I remember this lady. Ow. Yeah, I remember that lady. You remember that lady? You remember the final boss being, like, dumb? I remember it now. It was an interesting game. It's very hard to do combos in, though. Not gonna lie. Very hard to do combos in. There's another boy gets. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I remember trying to do, Miss Square Extra on stream. It didn't go very well. It did not go very well at all. I got more Hollow Knight, more Xenoblade, FFA, Oh yeah! Yeah! Look at that! Forbidden Memories. Wow, we're already in November? Wow, October kind of went by, didn't it? It was mostly just like Xenoblade and Hollow Knight and Final Fantasy VIII, huh? Not really anything happened in October. I was gonna do Resident Evil in October, but oh, okay, that's where not Silver Chariot's from. You. I do not like that guy. That guy was stupid. But yeah, Forbidden Memories. Originally, I thought this game was, like, impossible to beat. Turns out the way you beat it is, you grind very specific guys until you get the cards you need. So you need to grind, like, Pegasus, you need to grind the lower Metal Maids, excuse me, until you get all the cards, and even then it's not guaranteed. Because, you know, the AI cheats. The AI cheats hard in here. But the fact that I managed to beat Forbidden Memories legit, and I wasn't able to do that with some of the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, that should tell you how hard some of the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games are compared to Forbidden Memories. And fun fact for those of you who don't know, Forbidden Memories is the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I ever played. The first. I believe this was a nighttime only stream too. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna borrow a daytime slot for this. I'm just gonna make this nighttime. You know. There's Akatsuki Blimskin. Drinking Akatsuki Blimskin. Like a stupid Hank. That game was pretty fun though. Excuse me. I remember that there was one guy in that game you were using against me. I'm like, bro, how do I freaking deal with this guy? He's just like on my butt 24/7 and I can't counter him. It might be Garaku Hensi, though, that was in. But yeah, Akatsuki Blimskin was a pretty solid game. Would it be one that we would want to replay? I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. And then there's just more Gorgets, more Xenoblade, more Yu-Gi-Oh!, more Final Fantasy VIII. And then I start the next FF7 challenge run, which will count. And then we did Karnov's Revenge. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember Karnov's Revenge very well. The ROM was really broken. Oh. Right, because it kept desyncing, right? I don't remember Karnov's Revenge very much. It's kinda... It's just one of those games that just exists in, you know, the river of games that we've done. So I can't really speak much on that. The sprites were horribly broken, so we switched. Oh. Oh. And now, we're catching up to current times. So, yeah, it looks like here we're still doing a bunch of, Hollow Knight, a lot of Xenoblade, Final Fantasy VII, challenge run. And then we start Lotus Land Story. So we're getting close to finishing up all the Ho-Ho games around this point. Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, that was a game where sprites were breaking too. That game, the sprites were super breaking in, if I recall. Neo Geo Battle Coliseum also wasn't really that good. It was kinda just... It's not a good game. It's really not. It's terrible. I would not recommend that. See, they tried to do a SNK in-house fighting game, just like how Capcom tried to do it with Capcom Fighting Evolution. Both games are bad. Capcom Fighting Evolution is bad because, like, 3/4 of the cast is just Street Fighter characters, and it's basically just a Mugen game. Neo Geo Battle Coliseum is bad for other reasons. Like, it's just unbalanced. It's just not that fun to play, really. It's just not that fun to play. What did I do? Lotus Land Story? Did I skip over Lotus Land Story? I must have skipped over Lotus Land Story somewhere. Oh, it was right there. Okay. And then we get through more Hollow Knight, more Final Fantasy VIII, more of the in-depths. Yeah, it just takes a while to go through. Oh, I had a Soka replay stream at the start of this month because I'm like, you know what? I want to take a break from all the Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. Let's take a look at the Soka replays. Just to see how I was back in the day. And I got very irritated. I got very irritated because Vermilia and Yomu just make me very irritated. They really do. So we finished Final Fantasy VIII. When did we finish that? December 1st. We finished that at the start of the month. And then we started Final Fantasy IX, what, 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? And I'm happy to start Final Fantasy IX, honestly. Because, like, that's my favorite Final Fantasy game. It's just that it does have its own issues. I'm not gonna lie. It has a lot of its issues. Screw you, Radiance. Screw you. And then Samurai Showdown 2. That game was, it was something. I think it, oh yeah, I remember, I was getting upset with the game. But the main reason being that, you know, it was Sam. And the reason that was because Nakaruru's so stubby. Nako, just reach a little bit further. I know you're 4'9", but you can reach further ahead of you. You got a knife. Use your knife. Why are you not using your knife, Nakaruru? Please, use your knife. Again, we get through a lot of Xenoblades, which I think ended up being nighttime only. We tried to do Virtual On, but Virtual On just didn't work for us. It kept crashing. Honestly, we already saw most of Virtual On as well, so there was no reason to really keep going with Virtual On. It was just a very basic game for the Sega Saturn. Again, there's that, there's a Link to the Past thing, a randomizer. I will throw that up here. The Asmogoria Dim Dream. Yeah, it was gonna be sort. Asmogoria Dim Dream, that was honestly, like, it wasn't bad, but like, oh boy, guys, Yumame sucks. I did not like playing Yumame at all. Yeah, we saw basically everything before it crashed, yeah. And then, you know, the Link Pass randomizer, I think I might do more randomizers, maybe, because I think this stream in particular, it was either this one or this one. I had like 50 viewers watching, and I'm like, what? Why do I have 50 people watching, huh? It's like the most people I've ever seen watching, ever. It honestly surprised me. I was like, bro, whoa. 50 people are watching right now. That randomizer, sir, was a thing, not gonna lie. It was definitely a thing. And now we're getting very close to, catching up on, Mario Day. Virtua Fighter 3 was another one where, I think it kept, like, disconnecting on us. Or actually, no, we saw, like, everything in the game real quick. Virtua Fighter 3 isn't terrible, but, like, it's very basic. Not a whole lot to the game. There's not a whole lot of meat in the bone. At all. And yeah, as you can see, he's got copyright claim because of, this song. This song in particular just constantly gets you copyrighted. And I don't know why. Like, okay, there's a bunch of other songs that have, you know, lyrics and vocals and stuff. Why this particular song? I don't get it. I don't understand copyrights. I don't think copyrights understand copyrights. In all honesty. Okay, so what do we what is highly responsive prayers even classified as? What are you classifying as? Action. Okay, I mean, yeah, it is an action game. That is true. So you're gonna go up here. So, highly responsive prayers actually surprised me with its difficulty. Like, oh my god, dude. It's It's a lot harder than I thought it was. I mean, I knew it was gonna be hard, but like, the difficulty of that game is something else, man. And I gotta go through it twice to beat it. So yeah, I did beat the game on Christmas. I beat it on Christmas, how about that? And Final Fantasy Tactics, the Equalist Chronicles was the stream from yesterday. So I'm actually gonna put that as like strategy, because Tactics is a strategy game. And with that, you can see what's coming up. I'll show you. So there's highly responsive prayers, Soku, Bionic Commando, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zatsudan, and that's just the schedule. So that's that. That is what we've done this year. We have done a lot this year. So, what does it look like for, give me just a second, if you will. Give me just a second, if you will. I'm trying to find something real quick. Excuse me. No, not gonna let me do it. Okay, whatever. So, how many games did we do this year? On my end, I was keeping track of it. I don't know what Hate has, but, we have done 13 action-adventure games. So, like, Don't May Cry, Bayonetta, Link to the Past, Echoes of Wisdom, etc. 2 beat-em-ups, technically, which is Double Dragon 1 and 2. 13 miscellaneous streams, which are the Void Gaxes. 9 platformers. So things like Gunvolt, Super Alloy Ranger, etc., etc. 3 puzzle games, which is like, Alleyway, Wario's Woods, I don't remember what the last one is. 13 RPGs. So, 6 Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy 7, twice for challenge runs, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9's happening right now. So yeah, it's mostly Final Fantasy. 19 shoot-em-ups. Most of that is because of Ho-Ho. We got one for Gravius as well. 1 sports game, which is Mario Golf. Don't expect sports game from the channel. They're just not my type of thing. 2 stealth games, which is just Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, and Ground Zeroes. Now, I did do other Metal Gears a year before, so it's not like I don't do stealth games. It's not really that many stealth games, though, I feel. 15 strategy games, which are mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Final Fantasy Tactics is going to be part of that. 35 Zatsudans, which is also includes the tiny little Zatsudans I've done at the end of streams sometimes. And 48 fighting games. 48 fighting games. My dude, I have done 48 fighting games this year. What the heck? Hey, you said I was an RPG channel. I've done 48 fighting games compared to 13 RPGs. So, the fighting games is because me and Hate's done it like every Wednesday, pretty much. Almost every Wednesday. Which is, that's saying something. That's saying a lot about how much we've done. And we still got a little bit more to go, but we are running out of new fighting games. Which is a little bit of a problem. So, what does this channel do the most? What did it do the most this year? Number 1, fighting. Number 2, Zatsudan. Number 3, shoot-em-ups. Number 4, strategy. Number 5, action adventure and RPG and miscellaneous. Number 6, platformer. Number 7, puzzle. Number 8, beat 'em up and stealth. And number 9, sports. So judging by what I've done this year alone, I am more of a fighting game, RPG, Zatsudan streamer. If we go by what I've done this year. And somewhat of a strategy and platformer and action adventure. Does that sound about right, Hate? Does that sound about right? Does that sound right to you, people in the chat and or Ichabod? Am I more of an am I more of a fight game, RPG, Zatsudan hype streamer? It's funny because I also wanted to do more stuff over the year, but like I don't know what to do in terms of stuff. You know, it's kind of a thing. Now here's the thing. I say that. Give me a second. So, why don't we look at the sorts? So, I started doing sorts this year. Now, how many of these sorts actually are good? I don't know. You can also see how many people look at the sorts and whatnot. So, like, the very first one, I was like, you know what? I want to do these standard 360. I want to show how standard 360s are done. And I'm like, I don't want to do, like, a full video for this. So, I went with the sort. Now, I don't know if that's a good idea for going with the sorts, but, it was an idea. I went with it. It didn't really do very well. Honestly, none of these really do very well, if you look at the views. Like, yeah, 266, that's pretty good. But in terms of sorts, that's not very good at all. Like, I feel like I could have done a lot better in regards to sorts. But the thing is, like, sorts people want, like, 30 seconds of. And I'm like, I don't know how to do a 30-second sort. What the hell am I going to do for 30 seconds? You know? Like, I did, like, most of my sorts are kind of like, just random facts or, like, you know, mini guides, like a super jump. A super jump mini guide that I did. Or, you know, like, the slots guide. But I feel like the guides don't really do very well. I mean, they do okay, but, like, you know, like, it's not really showing a whole lot. Did I not do Genius of Sapphirose this year? Did I do Genius of Sapphirose last year? But yeah, like, I like how the, it's starting to get more views after the Donkey Kong Country level skipped. I don't know how this got so many views, but, like, it also got so many, like, a lot of dislikes, which, you know, oh well. is what it is. And it gets even better, like, I did show some of the clips from some of the streams. I don't really have that many clips, so. But it really gets better right around here. When I start doing, like FF7 mini guides. Like, I don't know why do these pop off so much? Like, why do these pop off? I don't know. Is it because it's FF7? It's really hard to say. And then this one, the enemy skill one, just, like, it exploded. And I'm like, okay, sure. And then, you know, it kind of just get back down. And for some reason, people really like this, Kaiba clip. And then, you know, this one. Why did this one pop off? I'm actually unsure why this one popped off so much. I am going to do a part 2 of this at some point. It's just that I need to figure out what I want to do for part 2. I'm not showing the videos, by the way. We're not going to go into the video tab. I haven't really done many videos this year, but we're not going to go into the video tab, okay? That's really all I have for today. Like, the fact that I've done a fair amount. Like, I've done 35, 50, 69, 70, 83, 45, 86, 88, 89, 90, 103, 112, 125, 65, 173 different hypes of things, it seems. 173 different types of streams seems pretty okay, you know. Well, technically it's more like 160 different types of streams, but you know, that's still pretty impressive, all things considered. What do I plan on doing next year? Well, the problem is, I don't know. Because here's the thing. I try to not plan too far ahead. Because you never know what's going to happen in the future, you know? Like, I don't know what I'm actually going to do in the future. I am going to keep doing what I'm doing. Am I planning on adding more onto it? Like karaoke's or like art streams? I don't know. I really don't know. Karaoke's probably never gonna happen because I don't like my voice. And I'm sure that many people don't really want to hear me singing. Honestly, I wouldn't want to hear myself singing. But you know, I'm my own worst critic. Art streams, I'm very OCD about art. So that would just be taking forever just to do art. I'm gonna stop the music there. Don't stop that. I didn't realize I was stopping my own stream with that. But, yeah, when it comes to, like art, music, it's probably not gonna happen. Collabs? I would like to do collabs. I've mentioned this many, many times. I just don't know who to do it with. Because, again, I'm not very trusting of people. And I don't really know anyone who would do a collab, you know. I tried to send a couple collab emails out. Never heard back from people. Not that I really expected to hear back from them, but, you know. Yeah, I don't know what to do for collabs. Speedruns, I would like to do more speedruns if I don't get around to it. Miscellaneous streams, I don't know what else to do for that. I really don't. Like, I'm not going to do hand cam. I can't do hand cam. I don't know how to do that, and I'm not going to do that. That's not my thing. Excuse me. Other types of games, like horror games and stuff like that, we'll have to wait and see on those. Like, Resident Evil games are going to happen. Other horror games, I don't know, because I actually don't know what horror games I would even play. Sports is not happening. Racing, I think I did all the racing games I really wanted to do, which was all the Mario Karts. FPS games, probably not going to do many of those, if any, at all. I'm not an FPS person. I'm really not. Yeah. That's really it. I can't really think of what else I'm going to do, in the upcoming year. Again, I would like to do more collabs. That's one of the big things I would like to do. It's just a matter of finding people to do it with. Especially when I'm, very limited in what I can collab with myself. Alright, we're gonna call it there for today. It has been almost 4 hours. I can't believe I've yapped for 4 hours. I like how I said the other night that I'm not much of a yapper, but then here I am 4 hours later still yapping. Maybe I don't really know myself very well, huh? I mean, I don't yap the same way that some other yappers do. Like, I'm not I'm not the same type of yapper that, like, Nimmy and Mint and, all of them are. They can yap and yap and yap. I cannot do that. I don't have that type of, broad horizon to yap about. But, I think I do enough. I do a good enough job with the yapping I do. Anyways, we're going to call it there for tonight. I don't know if I'm going to do any streams later tonight. Let me see who is streaming. Anyone streaming tonight? That will determine if I will be streaming or not. Henya's currently doing a Super Mario Party Jamboree, collab at the moment. B2 is currently doing Honkai Star Rail. Okay. Goki's going to be doing a 900k celebration at 8:30 p.m. Pio's doing a chat and drawing and announcement stream at 11 p.m. Kayori, oh, that's like New Year's. That's on New Year's. There's an original character song that Pio's releasing at 2 a.m. Excuse me. I'm not really seeing anything else, honestly. Kayori's doing a Southburst World Grand Prix at 12:30 a.m. It looks like Callie's doing the last part of Dispatch Let's Play at 9 p.m. I don't know what Scarl is going to be doing again. I don't know if Iris or May might stream again. That's something I don't know. I'm not seeing anything else at the moment. So we'll call it there for today. Again, we will see if I stream later tonight or not. I will say until next time, everyone, whatever that may be. You all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night. I only can steal that from anyone else. What are you talking about? And I will catch you all on the flip side of boy. Take care, and have a great rest of your day and or night. Until next time.